And we're live, everybody. Welcome in here, folks, as we are back tonight here. Some college basketball. Good one in store. Number 9 in the nation, the Maryland Terrapins, traveling to East Lansing to take on the Michigan State Spartans. Michigan State unranked as both of these teams came in their last game back on Tuesday. Maryland almost blew a 14-point lead, and they did barely beat Nebraska 72-70. Michigan State blew a 20-point lead. They were able to get the victory with a 6 seconds remaining. Xavier Tillman punched it through for the go-ahead game-winning bucket with 6 seconds left in the game against Illinois as they won it 70-69. We're back, guys. Welcome in here. Hey, welcome in, Sean. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, Louisville losing twice in a week. It's crazy against Georgia Tech, who isn't even playing for anything. They're not even eligible to play in the NCAA tournament this season. Georgia Tech is only one of two teams, I believe, that's ineligible for the postseason. Also, Merrimack from the NEC, but Merrimack has like a 4-year transition from D2 over to D1. So crazy that Louisville losing against Clemson 66-53 right now in the final 2 minutes. Hey, welcome in, Ryan here. Yep, Dayton beat UMass today on the road at the Mullen Center. UMass was in it throughout most of the game, though. They were close in that one, but Dayton just hitting their free throws at the very end, clutch like always, as they were able to get past them by 8 points. Hey, welcome in, my man John from Off the Wall Hockey. Thanks so much, brother, for stopping by. If you guys enjoy hockey content as well, live play-by-play reaction streams, that is definitely the place to go right there. Make sure to check out Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube, and great luck to your stream as well, as he'll be streaming in, I think, around like a couple hours from now. He'll be streaming the last one to close out stream week for Off the Wall Hockey, so feel free, guys, to check him out. We got about 8 minutes left to go to tip off here. Maryland taking on Michigan State should be a good one. Hey, welcome in here, Patel. Yeah, I was supposed to go to the game today at URI. Unfortunately, though, they sold out on tickets like before I got there. So I actually called the box office like about like an hour and a half before I got there, and they told me they sold out on tickets. So unfortunately, I was supposed to go, but I had no clue that they would even sell out on tickets. It was against St. Joseph's too, the worst team in the conference. Like, I can't believe that. It was just a packed house at the Ryan Center today against a team who's winless in the A10. But I'm gonna have to see if I can purchase tickets now. It's gonna have to be that game against St. Louis on March 1st now. So that's the one that I want to go to since it's the only weekend one left. But unfortunately, I was supposed to go to the game at Rhode Island today, but they sold out on tickets, and I'm shocked that they did so, because they took on the worst team from the A10. Awesome. So John stream 8 p.m. outdoor game, man. I'll definitely be there after this one finishes up. So I'm definitely gonna hit you guys up after this stream, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow, bud. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna watch the Daytona 500 tomorrow, by the way. Yes, Rhode Island won today. They won by 18, I believe, against St. Joe's. It was a close game early on, but URI was able to pull out and get the W today against St. Joseph's. Hey, welcome in, Antone Finnegan. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I'm doing pretty well today. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it for stopping by on the channel. Yeah, URI won 73-55. It's against St. Joseph's, who has a record of 4-21, but I have no clue how to even beat. They beat UConn at UConn earlier this season, so it's weird. And it's been quite the year for college basketball for sure. Davison's coming alive right now in the A10. I would really watch out for Davison. Their last 2 victories, they beat their last 2 opponents by a combined 59 points. They crushed St. Bonaventure, by the way, last night. So Davison finally just coming alive right there in the conference. I think Rhode Island's got them next. Hey, welcome in here, MTG, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. Awesome. Ryan putting out skills, 3-point competition, and the dunk contest. That is right there. What is good? Enver, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by. My Luka Doncic fan on the channel. He's got Michigan State in this one. Yeah, I've got Michigan State in this one too. I would go for their 10-2 at home. If they do get the W here, they'll definitely be ranked in the top 25. So, I've got Michigan State in this game. Let's see here, a trip around college basketball right now. Number 14, West Virginia, just did not show up to play. This will be their 3rd straight loss in a row. They're getting crushed against number 1 ranked Baylor right now, 69-52. Clemson, who is unranked, they have a record of 12-12, when they're beating the number 5 team in the nation, Louisville, 73-60, in the final 1:20 left remaining. Number 25 LSU looking like they're going to be going down today as well, losing to Alabama. 1:10 left to go. Alabama leading 82-78. Rutgers is perfect at home. Another top 25 victory. We'll see. They just have to close it out, leading number 22 Illinois 50-43 for Rutgers right now. Number 7 Duke just tore it right up in the previous broadcast over on ESPN. They destroyed Notre Dame today, 94-60. Number 3 Kansas looks solid. Marcus Garrett had 24 points. Kansas beat Oklahoma second time this season, 87-70. Number 6 Dayton on the road at UMass. Beat UMass today 71-63. Obi Toppin had 19 points and 7 rebounds. Number 8 Florida State able to squeak by Syracuse. Final score 80-77. Close game between these two. Number 12 Kentucky, but they were able to escape Ole Miss today. 67-62 in a close one earlier this afternoon. Nick Richards with 16 points and 2 blocks. So welcome in everybody on the stream right now. If anyone's new, make sure hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play of basketball action on the channel. Hey, welcome in here. Braden Plays. Thanks so much, Braden Plays, for stopping by. You won't believe it, but he got a dog today. Awesome, man. Awesome, man. That's great. So, nice furry friends that you'll have, and he'll be there for quite a while for you. Awesome, man. And MTG putting out here, Michigan State needs to get back up to first in the Big Ten. Yeah, I can definitely picture Michigan State on Selection Sunday not only going to the top 25, but they'll be in the top 15, I believe, in my opinion, on Selection Sunday. This team is really good. I feel like the last game for Michigan State and the past 3 losses before that, I feel like that was basically a wake-up call. Everybody started to write off Michigan State. No, we still got a month of basketball left to go and still have yet to play the Big Ten tournament. This team, I feel like, the best is yet to come for this team, and tonight could be one of their strongest games if they come out like it. Cassius Winston did not play at all like a true star during the last game against Illinois, and they were able to win them by 1. So, we'll be getting ready for this game a couple of moments from now, as I'll be calling play-by-play of this one. Maryland barely beating Nebraska 72-70 on Tuesday, and Michigan State able to get the W barely against Illinois as I call that game. If anyone's new, make sure hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play of basketball. Welcome to the channel, Dr. Danklin649. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Play-by-play channel that I call college basketball and NBA March Madness tournament on. MTG liking Michigan State here to go off in the Big Ten tournament. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if they get all the way back to the Big Ten tournament final. That's one thing for sure, and it's because of this player right here, Cassius Winston, having a great season. Season high 32 points against Michigan back on January 5th. He's right now number 3 in the Big Ten in points per game this season, top 5 in assists per game as well. Watch out for Cassius Winston. And this one, Xavier Tillman as well, averaging a double-double coming off the last game, 17 points, 11 boards. The game-winning punch-in bucket with 6 seconds left to go off the missed layup by Cassius Winston there. And Rocket Watts coming alive too, career-high 21 points for Michigan State. This team's going to be a tough out. Some of these Big Ten teams in the tournament, they could go deep there. And this Maryland team is one example. They got a really good starting 5, in my opinion. Awesome, MTG. I appreciate it, brother. He always usually watches the games while listening to you. My broadcast is so much better than the broadcasters. I appreciate it, but we had a crazy, crazy game a week ago at the same time slot. That was UNC versus Duke, and hopefully we got a good one tonight with this magnitude. So if anybody's new before the tip-off, make sure hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Hey, welcome in, my man, Vegas Vix. Thanks so much, brother, for stopping by. I appreciate it here. I was supposed to go to the Rhode Island game today, Vegas Vix, but I called the box office like an hour and a half before the game, and they told me that they sold out on tickets when I was like driving down there. So that's unfortunately how my day went. So I've still yet to go to a URI game this season. I'm gonna have to purchase them ahead of time, I guess. Guess that's a lesson for me. Purchase them ahead of time for the next one I want to go to against St. Louis on March 1st. Yep, crazy buzzer beater game. Not 1, but 2 a week ago. That was insane. This game taking place at East Lansing here. Michigan State on their home court taking on number 9 Maryland. Terrapins with a record of 20-4 this season, 10-3 in the Big Ten. 3-4 though, losing record on the road, but winners of the past 7 straight games. Michigan State coming in 10-2 at their home court. They won their last game against Illinois by 1 point. They're 9-5 in the Big Ten, 17-8 overall. Hey, welcome in, my man Patrick. Thanks so much for stopping by right now. We're gonna get to this game. Yeah, it was a bummer. It was a bummer. I can't believe they sold out on tickets against a team like St. Joseph's, who's got 0 conference wins. They only have four wins this season. I'm shocked that they sold out like that fast. All right, we're gonna tip off this game just a moment. Michigan State going in their white uniforms with the green lettering. Maryland going in their red uniforms for this one, as we'll get ready. Tipping off in just a moment. What is good, Brayton? Thanks so much for stopping by here. Let's see. Yep. Alright, so I hope we're back here live. I hope everything's okay. That is weird. Why that crash like that? The thing that's good, so I think we're back live here, everyone. Alright, so Michigan State just scored early on. It's 2-0 the score right now. That is weird why the encoder settings are all like that right now. 2-0 the scores. We welcome you guys back here on the channel. Yeah, if there's anything that just goes down or something like that, I'll just pop back the video just up like I did right now. So 2-0 the score. First minute of the game right now. Maryland just threw the basketball away, and Michigan State will have it back. They have it at the left wing perimeter for the Spartans. And they're going to take a 3. This one's up. This one is good. Money like that one as Michigan State takes the lead. 5-0 now the score. Cassius Winston off the triple just like that. Through the first minute so far of this game, Maryland with the basketball now. They have it top of the key. Into the hands of Darryl Morcell, dribbles towards his right, handoff to Jalen Smith, and now puts it into the hands of Cowan. Cowan dribbles towards his right, makes his move to the free throw circle, inside, swings around the bucket, loses control of the basketball, and it goes out of bounds as Michigan State. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm good right now. That's weird that it crashed like that. I've never had that happen before. That's so weird. Never had that happen before. That is weird. Hey, welcome in. Jack is back here on the channel. Thanks so much, Jack, for stopping by. 5-0 the score, Michigan State. Maryland gets the inbound. They pass it over to the right corner. So, it was actually out of bounds by Michigan State. Maryland got the inbound, took a 3. They drained it down. 5-3 the score. Okay, so there we go. I'm scrolling up right here. Dayton resting players. Saw Crutcher and Mike Sell coming off the bench. So they were resting players in that game against UMass and still crushed them. That's impressive for sure. 5-3 now. First 2 minutes of this one. 17:59 left remaining. Let's see. Did they beat Illinois by 21 at Illinois? I know the last game against Illinois, they barely beat them. They were up by 20 points, and they barely beat Illinois. They won by 1, 70-69. Maryland with the basketball top of the key. I'll see if they played them beforehand. I don't think so. I think that was their first matchup of the season. No good on the missed 3-point shot by Maryland. Gets rebound by Michigan State. Michigan State takes a 3. No good. Off the mark. Rebound Maryland now. 17:40 left to go in the first half, as Maryland has the basketball. They have a top of the key. Cowan shot fake. Swings it back out to the left corner into the hands of Ayala. Takes a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Ball pinwheels around, and it gets rebounded offensively by the Terrapins. Terrapins basketball moves it over to the left wing perimeter from Maryland. They dribble now top of the key with the basketball. Swings it over to the right wing from Maryland now as they go. Spin move inside. Take the jumper to free throw circle. That one hits the front rim. No good. And a rebound by Xavier Tillman of Michigan State. Michigan State now with the basketball. Past half court. Moves it over to Tillman. Tillman at the top of the key. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they played each other. It was back on January 2nd, actually. The first meeting against Illinois this year. Michigan State beat them by 20. 76-56. So the first meeting, Michigan State beat Illinois by 20. And then the second meeting, they won against them as well. Back on Tuesday by 1 point. 5-3 the score. Maryland will take a 3. That one is up. That one is good. Straight money from downtown by Anthony Cowan. It's a 1-point lead, 6-5 to score, 16.5 left to go in the first half. Winston dribbles left elbow, passes back out on top here to Malik Hall. Hall takes a jumper off the mark to get the offensive rebound. Low post, puts it up, no good. Blocked from behind by Jalen Smith as he gets the ball, and he gets fouled by Malik Hall as it stops the clock with 16:20. Oh, for sure, March Madness is going to be awesome, Vegas Vix. It's going to be great. Big Ten is weird. Yeah, definitely. Big Ten is weird this year. They're probably going to get 11 bids into the tournament. Big Ten having themselves, like, quite a season with, like, massive bids. 6-5 now to score. Maryland has the basketball at the top of the key. They hand it off to Cowan. Cowan dribbles now with the basketball top of the key as he makes his move to the left elbow. Swings it back out to the left wing to Dante Scott. Scott, dribble drive inside, puts up the floater. No good off the back iron. Rebound by Michigan State. Spartans basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Cassius Winston just lost the basketball on the key. Maryland gets the steal. Maryland takes a three. Top of the key. No good by Cowan. Rebounds by the Spartans. Michigan State with it. They'll hand it off to Winston. Winston past the half-court logo. Winston passes over left corner. They take a three. It is up. No good. Rolled around the rim. Rebounds. It goes to Maryland here. 1-point Maryland lead right now. 6-5. 15.5 left to go in the first. Going the distance of the court. Maryland gets fouled. And we have a stoppage in time now with 15:28 left to go. So we just start off right now in this one. Cassius Winston got a big three-point shot just a couple moments ago. As well as Cassius Winston in this game. He's got only those 3 points off that three-point start to start for Michigan State. That is the 3 out of the 5 so far for MSU. Maryland, leading scorer right now. It's all Cowan. 16 points right now by Anthony Cowan at this stage of the game. So right now we're just on break, and we'll get right back to action here in just a moment. Hey, welcome in here, Vaughn. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, that was weird why it just froze like that a couple minutes ago with the OBS. That was weird. Usually I have to warm up this computer. I just got home around like 5:45 or so, like not even like a half an hour ago. Usually I have to turn on my computer like 30 minutes before the stream just to like get things rolling, because sometimes the encoder settings are weird when I start it up, but once we get rolling it kind of like settles around or so. Let's see here. Baylor. Yeah, Baylor is really good. They crushed West Virginia today, but even if you're good, I feel like they could have an off day. They've beat some of the bottom teams from the Big 12 by close points there. And I honestly wouldn't be shocked if Baylor doesn't even make it to the second round. Everybody has Baylor going to like the Final Four. I would watch out for Northern Iowa. If they get paired up with Northern Iowa in the round of 32, if it's a 1 versus like a 9 matchup there with Northern Iowa, I would watch out for them, for Northern Iowa to pull off the upset against Baylor. Because that's exactly what happened to Kansas. I think it was 2010. Kansas finished the regular season record of like 32-2, and I believe they had Marcus Morris on that Kansas team. And then they won their first round matchup, cruised past the 16. Kansas was the overall #1 seed. Second round though, they got stunned against Northern Iowa in the second round of 2010. That was a crazy tournament. Yeah, MTG putting out, he only believes they'll make it to the Elite 8. I have them even like further back, possibly not even getting out of the round of 32. Let's see here. We'll lose to a team like Maryland or West Virginia. I actually have West Virginia like not even winning their first round matchup. They are just, right now they are downhill for West Virginia. Them and Butler. I'm not too high on Butler either. I think Butler could get upset in the first round if they take on a team like Vermont or Yale. Stephen F. Austin certainly can pull off an upset. East Tennessee State, they're capable of pulling off an upset there. So those are a couple mid-majors to watch out for that can pull off upsets. I feel like Vermont's definitely going to be one of them, though, that pulls off the upset. Oh, sorry to hear that, Vaughn. His mouth was hurting yesterday. Hurts a little bit today. Sorry, man, about that. Hopefully the mouth will be fine tomorrow. Vegas Vic's hungry for some Domino's. They're always great to have pizza. Hey, welcome in, my man Josh. Thanks so much for stopping by. So we'll get right back to this game here. 6-5 to score. Yeah, Michigan State was overhyped. I even took them #1 in the preseason, but I took them #1 because I thought Joshua Langford would be back playing. So yeah, they got Tillman for the Michigan State here, but yeah, the other big men for Michigan State on the map, Marcus Bingham, he hasn't really come out this season for their big men so far. It's basically all Tillman. Like last year was Tillman and Nick Ward. Nick Ward was a low post beast. 6-5 to score. We're back to action. Maryland got fouled, so Anthony Cowan, who has all 6 points, shooting at the free throw line. First shot's up. First shot is good. 7-5 to score. 15:30 left to go in the first half. If anybody's new here to the channel, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play. Shot number 2 coming up here by Maryland. The shot's up. The shot's good. 3-point Maryland lead. Michigan State with the basketball. Winston. Joel's past the half-court logo. Winston at the top of the key, guarded by Cowan. Moves it over to left wing. Pass. Inside low post. Tillman puts up the shot. Up and in. Off the backboard. They count it for 2. It's a 1-point game right now. 15 minutes left to go before halftime. Maryland. Joel's past the half-court logo. They have it now with the left wing perimeter as they dribble there into the hands of Ayala. Ayala, top of the key, swings it over to the right wing. It's into the hands of Cowan. Cowan working on right now Winston. Cowan loses Winston for a second, able to help get him right back up to his feet though and guard him. Moves it over to the left wing. Oh, deep three. That one hits the rim short, not even close by Maryland, but the ball gets poked out of bounds. Last touched by Michigan State, so Maryland will get it back here with 14:48 on the clock. Oh, that's awesome. You went to that game against Minnesota where Bingham played well. Yeah, that was a couple weekends ago. I think that was like late January. That's awesome, man. Do I think anyone in the SEC will do anything? I wouldn't say any of those teams will win a championship, but I feel like Auburn could get to the Elite 8 possibly. Kentucky could get to the Elite 8 possibly. LSU could definitely win their first round matchup as well. Maryland inside low post puts up the shot. That one's up and good off the backboard. 10-7 to score. It all depends on the matchup, though. I feel like Kentucky is either Elite 8 or Sweet 16. It all depends on the matchup, too. About a month ago, I wasn't high at all for Auburn, as Michigan State goes inside, puts it up and in for 2 right there. I honestly thought Auburn would lose in the first round, but Auburn's proved to me that they're able to win teams here. They beat Kentucky, they beat LSU, and now they're winning against the best of the best in the SEC. Maryland too high off the backboard. They tried to go for the putback. They missed the slam dunk. Michigan State with numbers. 3-on-2 transition. They go back outside. Winston takes a 3 off the mark. No good. Maryland rebounds. As we're under 14 minutes left to go, Maryland has it. At the top of the free throw circle. Hands this one off. They take a 3. Top of the key. It's up. It is good right there. Money from downtown. 4-point Terrapin lead. Spartans with the basketball. Winston has it now in his hands. If you're new to the channel, feel free. Drop the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. He moves it over back to the top of the key for Michigan State with the basketball now. Into the hands of Gabe Brown. Brown takes a jumper. This one straight away. No good off the mark. Rebounds by the Terrapins. Cowan has the basketball. Cowan past the half-court logo at the top of the key, guarded by Winston. Anthony Cowan dribbles towards the right of the perimeter right now. He hands it off into the hands of Ayala. Ayala, dribble drive inside. Floats it up. No, too high off the backboard. Rebounded offensively by Maryland as they try to take it out. Stolen away by Michigan State. One man to beat here. Going into lane with a layup. They miss it, but they get fouled. And the Spartans will go shoot 2 at the free throw line with 12:57 left to go in the first half. Let's see here. Oh, that's awesome. So, yeah, MTG putting out about Marcus Bingham dropping like the first 6 points in the game against Minnesota. Let's see here. Vaughn putting out more sporting events. Yeah, I've been hearing about him, man. The Formula, I think it's, Grand Prix got postponed too. More sporting events postponed. Maybank Championships, Malaysia, Volvo China Open, which golf tournaments is supposed to be held mid to late April. It's crazy. It's too bad with all the coronavirus stuff going on. Awesome, Ryan. He drafted his MLB team for fantasy yesterday. Sweet, dude. Alright, so we got 12:57 left to go here. Free throws coming up by Michigan State at the line. First one, no good. Second shot, this one is up. They miss it as well. 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Rebound by Maryland. Terrapins basketball, we have 12:45 left to go in the first half. Terrapins have it, top of the key. Maryland hands this one off into the hands of, that would be Aaron Wiggins. Swings it off to the right wing perimeter. Now they have it right baseline from Maryland. They pass it back outside to the right corner. Now into the hands of Jalen Smith. Back in his way. Low post. Smith puts up the jumper. And he travels with the basketball working on Tillman. So the ball goes back to Sparty here. Actually, first one was down. Yeah. I don't know why ESPN took it late right there to update the scoreboard. So it was the first one actually went down at the line. It's 13-10. Vegas Vic's boy, Cassius Winston. As he's got the basketball right now, he drained a nice looking 3-point shot to start out. They swing it over to the right wing into the hand of Kit the air back over to Winston. Winston at the left wing perimeter. Passes to the left corner. That's a 3 taken off the mark. No good by Michigan State and gets rebound by Maryland. 2-on-1 fast break transition. Maryland lays it up and into the cup right there for 2. 5-point game. Oh, Michigan State turns it over in the inbound. Maryland has it. They're going to set it around the perimeter. Now they dribble in the key. Lobs it over the top, and they turn it over at the baseline. Too high. Over the head of Jalen Smith, and it goes out of bounds. Stoppage in time now on the clock. 11:57 left to go in the first half of this one. 15-10 to score. Any predictions for this game? I'll go Michigan State in this one. I'll go Michigan State in this game. They're at home, and I feel like the past 4 games for them have basically been a wake-up call for Michigan State. But if they do get the W here, which, in my opinion, it's very likely for them to get the W at home, taking on number 9 Maryland, who barely got past Nebraska in the last game, even though Michigan State barely beat Illinois. If Michigan State does win this game, they'll be ranked again in the top 25, I bet you, come Monday. Of course here, Vaughn's going to watch his cuties play golf for the last time until late March because he won't watch them next week. All those tournaments are canceled. That's unfortunate. I think I'm all set with Bill Peters there, Vaughn, for playing for him. I think I'm all set with that right now. So right now we're just on break. We're going to get right back to action here in just a moment. MTG putting out his predictions. He likes MSU in this one, 63-58 over Michigan. If anybody's new to the channel, feel free to hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play basketball. Let's take a look. Leading scores of this game right now, Xavier Tillman, 6 points so far. 3 points by Cassius Winston off a 3 to start this game. And then a point by Aaron Henry off his free throw. For Maryland, leading scorer Anthony Cowan's got himself 8 points so far. As far as other scores going on college basketball today, we got a lot of upsets. I actually watched a good amount of that Oklahoma State-Texas Tech game. So Oklahoma State came back. They beat number 24 Texas Tech today, 73-70. Missouri leading against Auburn early on, 13-10 the score. SMU leading against Houston almost halfway through the first half, 17-6 is the score right now for SMU versus number 20 ranked Houston. So keep an eye on that game as we progress through this one throughout the course of this game tonight. Should NFL teams be friends? No. It's not all about being all loving and caring and being friends here for other NFL teams. It's all about winning a Super Bowl each season. You're competing against 31 other teams to do it in the NFL if you're part of one of those. Alright, so we're going to get right back to action here in this one. 15-10 is the score right now. Massive upsets today in college basketball. Once again, Georgetown improving, though. They're stocked to possibly make the tournament. Georgetown beat Butler today. Got a big game going on tonight here. Number 10, Seton Hall at the Dunk to take on Providence at 8 o'clock. Number 23, Creighton hosting DePaul. There's some really good Big East matchups in there. Let's see. We got some Big Ten matchups today. Rutgers crushing Illinois. Final minute, 72-55. Rutgers is running away with it right now against Illinois. So we'll get right back to this game just a moment from now. So they're just showing an interview with Cassius Winston on it from the ESPN crew. As we're back to action. 15-10 the score. Under 12 minutes left to go before halftime. Michigan State with the basketball. They have it at the left wing. Into the hands now of, that would be at the left wing with Kittier. And Kittier passes it back out on top now. Tillman with the basketball. Over now to Winston. Winston at the edge of the Spartans logo. Cassius Winston. Bounce pass over to Tillman. Into the key. Tillman looking for it. Low post, puts it up on a shot fake. He gets to the fall for two right there. And it's a 3-point game. 15-12 the score as we approach that 11-minute mark left to go in the first half. Maryland basketball. Oh, yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about for sure. For sure, Vaughn. Maryland passing over left corner. That's a three. Taken off the mark. No good by Dante Scott. They get the offensive rebound. Scott puts it up. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound by Kyle Arns of Michigan State. Puts the ball into the hands of Winston. Winston now at the top of the key. Joel's towards his left. Swings it back out to Tillman. Tillman backing his way inside the low post here. Tillman, turn around hook. Left, turn around right there. Low post gets it. It's a 1-point game. 15-14 right now. Hey, what is good? Thanks so much for stopping by here, my man. Mike Delaney on the channel right now. 1-point game. Maryland basketball. They have it top of the key. Into the hands of Ayala. Ayala with the basketball at the edge of the Sparty logo. 10.5 left to go before halftime. Dribbles towards the left wing. Guarded by Winston. Passes over top of the key to Cowan. Cowan takes a deep three. This one is up. And no good. He gets fouled, though, from behind the arc. So Anthony Cowan got fouled by Rocket Watson. He'll shoot 3 shots coming up at the free throw line. The 15-14. That's the score with a 10:27 left to go before half. So 3 shots here coming up at a leading score right now with 8 points in this game from Maryland. Anthony Cowan. First shot. This one's up. And he makes it 9. Cowan hits the first one. 16-14 the score. Second shot coming up here. Cowan. And he delivers. That one's good. 3-point game. Hey, welcome in, Alex, man. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. He puts out Iowa baseball, undefeated, dude. Awesome start to the season for Iowa baseball. Just got done watching them. That's great, man. And also, CJ Frederick sprained his ankle, so doesn't know anything else, and who does. Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get back or so for CJ Frederick, because it's just basically Luka Garza. That's it. Somebody else, like players on the bench, are going to really have to step up, depending on how severe that is for Frederick and what that timetable to recovery is. So Cowan tonight's got 11, just drained down 3 of them at the free throw line. Rest of the team with 7. Michigan State with the basketball. Swings over to the left wing, Arns. Arns with the ball, hands it off to Winston. Winston now with 10 minutes left to go. Dribble drive inside. Winston passes over into the key. The ball gets taken away. Maryland with a steal. They're going to set it up as they were on a 1-on-2. Maryland pass inside over to the low post, and they get fouled with Dante Scott as he'll head to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots. 9:57 left to go now in the first half. Scott will shoot 2. First shot coming up, Dante Scott at the free throw line for Maryland. That shot is good. Maryland leads by 5 early on. 9:57 left to go in the first half. Rocket Watts for the career-high 21 points backing his Illinois. He has 2 quick fouls in 6 minutes. Shot number 2 coming up at the line. That one's up, and that one is through as well. So under 10 minutes left to go right now. And Michigan State has the basketball. Sparty takes a jumper. That one's through for 2. 4-point ball game. Maryland has it. Dribbles past the half-court logo. They have it now at the top of the key. into the hands of Ayala. Yes, that is correct there, Alex. So Iowa playing Minnesota tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Right baseline jumper, Maryland takes it, they hit it. Back to a 6-point lead. Michigan State with the basketball, top of the key, Tillman. Feeds it over to Gabe Brown. Gabe Brown takes a deep two. It's up, no good off the back iron. Rebounded defensively by Jalen Smith for the Terrapins. Terrapins with the basketball. Joel's past half court now. 9 minutes left to go. They have it at the top of the key with Cowan. Cowan hands it off to Ayala. Ayala swings it back out to the right wing here to Scott. Scott moves it over to the left wing into the hands of Morcell. Morcell with the basketball, taking on this man, Tillman. Morcell passes back outside here. Joel drive. Maryland low post. Floats it up. It's good. Off the backboard, they counted for 2. They're up by 8 right now. 24-16 with under 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Spartans basketball. They have it around the perimeter. Moves to the free throw circle. Henry passes over to Winston. Ball gets tipped in the backcourt, but tipped by Maryland. Winston picks it up there. Dribbles past the half-court logo. 12 on the shot clock. Winston, top of the key. Guarded by Wiggins. Winston takes a deep 2. He's got it. Cassius Winston hits it right there for 2 more on the board. 24-18 the score. 8:20 left to go in the first half. If anybody's new here on the channel, feel free to drop a like. Hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Maryland with the ball top of the key. Moves it over now to Ayala. Ayala with the basketball. Passes over right corner perimeter. Joel drive here. Scott passes back outside. Lob over back to Dante Scott. Deep 2. Right baseline. He puts it up and it's good. 8-point game once again. 7:55 left to go. Michigan State with the ball past half court. And Sparty is going to slow down the tempo now with the ball. So they have it at the left wing. Winston with a lot of contact but no foul as he did not go into a shooting motion. Passed it off though to Tillman. Tillman now hands it off to Gabe Brown. Gabe Brown bounce pass. Right elbow to Tillman. Tillman now swings it back out on top. Into the hands of Henry. Henry splits the double team and he gets fouled on the layup right there from behind by Jalen Smith. So Michigan State will go to the free throw line. Shoot 2 with 7:30 left to go remaining before half. Let's see here. Alex putting out who does Iowa want to win. I would say probably Michigan State in this game. Probably Michigan State because everybody's gunning for Maryland at the top of the conference. So Maryland's 10-3 in the Big Ten, and that would help out Iowa towards getting back towards the top here if Michigan State won today. Alex hoping that the baseball team can go 3-0 awesome, man. So they're undefeated to start out the season. They have a 10 o'clock game in the morning tomorrow. Early game tomorrow. Tomorrow on Fox Sports 1. Do I get that? No, I actually don't get Fox Sports 1. I won't be streaming tomorrow anyway. I'm watching the Daytona race with my friend tomorrow. So right now we're on break. I believe I'll have Iowa for you guys, by the way, on for you, Alex. I believe I'll have the game on Thursday against Ohio State. I cannot show the game because if I do so, YouTube will take it the channel away because of copyright. It will get a copyright strike. So right now we're on break, everyone. As we have 7:30 left to go in the first half. What is good? iClaps. Thanks so much for stopping by in the channel. Anthony Cowan, leading scorer tonight for Maryland, 11 points at the moment, leading the way for Michigan State. Xavier Tillman, 10 points, 4 rebounds so far, 5 for 7 from the floor. Cassius Winston with 5 points in this one, alongside 2 assists. So those are a couple of numbers so far in this game right now. Both of these teams shooting the basketball low 40s from the floor so far. 16 rebounds, though, by Maryland, out-rebounding Michigan State, plus 9 in the boards for the Terps right now in this game. Maryland's perfect at the free throw line. They're perfect 7 for 7. So right now, we're just on TV timeout. 26-18 is the score right now. And I'll be watching the Daytona 500 tomorrow, Vaughn, with my good friend John from Off the Wall Hockey. You might as well, you might know him, most likely there. Hey, welcome in, my man. Alex, thanks so much for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it once again. So, free throws coming up at the free throw line right now. Alex, from Maryland, by the way, here. So, I get to cover a Maryland game. Of course, Maryland, Alex, a big Maryland fan as well. So, we have 7:30 left to go in the first half. 8-point Maryland lead. (16-7) is the offensive rebounds. Our offensive rebounds 6-1. The total rebounds is 16-7 as Maryland is +9 right now on the boards. Free throws coming up by Michigan State. First one at the line. This one is up. No good. Hits the front rim by Aaron Henry. So it's Henry at the line. Maryland perfect 7 for 7 right now at the free throw line as Sparty has missed a couple of them. Oh, awesome here. Alex looking forward to that stadium series tonight. That's great. His stream tonight over on Sportscaster. That's great, man. I know John's going to be streaming that as well. Second shot. That one is up. And that shot no good. Missed by Aaron Henry, so he misses both of them at the line. Maryland with the basketball. Dribbles past half court. If anybody's new here to the game, make sure to hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Maryland has the top of the key. 7:15 left to go in the first half. Swings it over. Left wing into the hands of Jalen Smith. Smith passes back over into the hands of Ayala. Ayala dribble drive inside with the right hand. Puts it up and it will be a foul in the low post on the dribble drive. As Eric Ayala was fouled before the shot, it seemed to be. Michigan State picks up foul number 6 with Gabe Brown on the reach into Ayala. So, no free throws just yet at the line. Reach in by Gabe Brown before the shot. So, inbound coming up, Maryland in their front court. They lead by 8. 7 minutes left to go. They pass it all the way to the back right corner of the front court into the hands of Smith. Smith hands it off now to Cowan. Cowan with the basketball. Cowan dribbles to the right wing. Passes over to Smith. Shot fake. Dribble drive inside. Jalen Smith. Oh, he misses a slam dunk in the clear lane right there. Rebound by Michigan State. Spartans basketball. Dribbles past half court. Winston has a right wing perimeter working on Cowan. Winston floats it up and a lot of contact as he gets fouled in the low post. And Cassius Winston will go to the line shoot too. And Vaughn's watching bowling. Awesome, man. There you go. A rarity of a sport. I think bowling was on a couple... yeah, it was on last Sunday, I think. Bowling was on over on Fox. That's great, Alex. So you're going to start your Sportscaster stream early, 7:45 for those who are doing that stream. Awesome, man. So yeah, definitely good luck to your stream as well, bud, tonight. First shot. That one's up. That one is good. 7-point game, 6:48 left to go. That's incredible. 38 points by Luka Garza. Yeah, he had that against Indiana on Thursday. And he dropped 40 against Michigan earlier back in conference play. Shot number 2. That one's good at the free throw line. 6-point game here, folks. Maryland with the basketball. That's incredible for Luka there. 1,400 points, 600 rebounds. Only center in the nation shooting 39% or better from three-point range. Maryland has it. Takes a shot. That one's up. That one's good for 2. Hey, welcome to the channel, Jeff Rutledge. Thanks so much for stopping by. Turtle Power right here. We got a Maryland fan on the channel right now. Thanks so much for finding it and stopping by. I appreciate it. Michigan State with the basketball. They bounce pass it over. Right baseline. They trail by 8. 6:15 left to go before halftime. Michigan State at the right wing with Henry. Henry. Joel drive. Pass out to Winston. Left corner 3. It is up. No good. Air ball by Sparty. Rebound by Maryland. Maryland with the basketball. Dribble drive. Into the lane. They float it up. They get it. Banks it up and in off the backboard as that is 2 more for the Terps right now with their largest lead of the night so far, 30-20. Under 6 left to go before halftime. If anybody's new here to the channel, make sure hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Jumper taken Michigan State. That one is up. That one is good for a deep 2 by Sparty right there. Puts it back to 8. Cassius Winston hit that one. He's got 9. Maryland has it. Top of the key into the hands of Cowan. Cowan at the right wing. And now it's over to Ayala. Ayala takes a 3. Step back. He's got it. Over Tillman. He drains down the triple. Largest lead so far for the Terps tonight. 33-22 with Eric Ayala. He's got 9 points right now for Maryland. Michigan State with the basketball. Winston dribbling right wing perimeter. Do I know my next stream? It's going to be on Monday. Monday, I think it's Kansas versus Iowa State on Monday. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Now they pass over to Winston. Winston at the free throw circle. Takes a deep two. That one's up. No good. Rattles out to get the... Oh, they had a multiple chance to get that putback, but they missed it. When number 34, Julius Marlborough gets rebound by Maryland. Maryland takes the three. No good off the mark, but an offensive rebound. Jalen Smith keeps it, and he puts it now into the hands of Cowan. Cowan with the basketball. 4:40 left to go. Cowan at the left wing. Hands it off. Now over to Marcel. Marcel passes. Low post. We get a foul. Offensive foul by the Terps. So, turnover here by Maryland. And the ball goes back to Michigan State. Hey, welcome to the channel, Mason Troyer. Thanks so much for stopping by here, Michigan State fan. I appreciate it for finding my channel here, bud. Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play of college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel. (33-22). Jalen Smith has picked up 2 fouls, though. He only has 4 points, as he is averaging a double-double this season for the Terrapins. Michigan State with the ball, 4:30 left to go. They have it at the right wing perimeter with Henry. Henry, right baseline, dribbles 2, takes the jumper, no good, hits the back iron, rebound Maryland. Maryland with the ball with 4:20 left to go. This weekend, huge game for Kansas, Alex, but next one after Iowa State. Kansas against Baylor. Yeah, that is this weekend. That is a massive game for sure there. Baylor won the first one earlier back in January. As Maryland goes dribble drive inside to get fouled. As Anthony Cowan will go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Awesome, Alex. So he already scheduled his stream. Good luck to your stream as well, buddy. That's awesome, man. So Cowan will go to the free throw line. Thank you so much for the sub there, Mason. I appreciate it, bud. Cassius Winston's got 2 fouls as well. First shot here at the line. Marcel misses it. No good for Maryland. Hey, welcome to the channel, Jennifer Austin. Thank you so much for stopping by, for sure. Big Michigan State fan, for sure. Welcome to the channel here, Jennifer Austin, as she gets a shout out. Incredible. As we add this fan base in the channel, everyone. Make sure if you're new, hit the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play for college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel. Second shot, that one is good by Maryland. They lead by 14. Still got a lot of time left to go. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Michigan State with the ball at the right wing. Into the hands of Arns. Arns bounce pass. We got a foul on the court right now. I think it's going to be on Maryland on the reach. And stops the clock, 3:53. Am I going to do Kansas-Baylor? Not sure yet what I'm going to do this weekend. I'll probably know my schedule probably like 2 or 3 days before or so. Alex, once I know my schedule for the weekend, it's usually, I know it around like Wednesday or Thursday usually, once I know like what day I'm free, what day I'm out. Like tomorrow I'm out. Earlier today I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and then I dropped her off at the train station right before this game actually started. Let's see here what we got for the schedule for next week. Right now we're just on a TV timeout in this game. Michigan State shooting the ball, only high 30s on the court right now. Still got a lot of game left to go, especially. It was a tale of 2 halves in the last one on Tuesday against Illinois for sure. Maryland leading scorer Anthony Cowan, 11 points for Michigan State now. Leading scorer Xavier Tillman, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Cassius Winston, 9 points, 2 assists for the Spartans. So right now we're just on the TV timeout. I'll update you guys throughout scores throughout college basketball in just a minute. Let's see what we got next Saturday, a week from today. Oh, that's the noontime game. Wow, that's going to be a huge one, Kansas versus Baylor. Marquette Providence also on noontime. West Virginia against TCU. West Virginia's dropping, though, in the rankings. Michigan, Purdue, Villanova, Xavier, as well. Duke hosts Virginia Tech. What's the 6 o'clock? Kentucky, Florida. Wow. So let's see here. We're going to go over scoreboard update for college basketball. Let's see here what we got. Number 11, Auburn, trailing Missouri 28-25. It's the score right now. Number 20, Houston, coming back. They lead, or no, they were losing still by 9. I read that as a 30. It's actually a 20. SMU leading Houston 29-20 right now. Number 1, Baylor beat number 14 ranked West Virginia earlier today, 70-59. Number 5, Louisville got stunned today at Clemson. Clemson won 77-62. Number 7, Duke crushed Notre Dame 94-60. Alabama came in, got the W against number 25 ranked LSU. 88-82. Rutgers just beat number 22 ranked Illinois 72-57. If you guys are new, make sure hit the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play of basketball and behind the arc basketball on YouTube, college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on my channel here. Oh, thanks so much, Alex. He subbed on this other account. I appreciate it, bud. Fun fact here from Alex from the DMV Sportsnet. He puts out, tonight's game is the 4-man on the ice level. All of the cadets from the Air Force are going to sit next to the ice. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool, man. Yeah, that's basically like once-in-a-lifetime game for this season. Is the Air Force game for hockey at 8 o'clock tonight. So right now, we're just going to get right back to action here. 34-22 is the score, as we are under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. And a 12-point lead by Maryland here at Michigan State. Michigan State with the basketball off the inbound. 3:50 left to go before half. They have it into the hands of Foster Loyer. Top of the key for Loyer. Dribbles now to the right wing as he is guarded by Cowan. Loyer gets the ball stolen away by Cowan, and Cowan completes the steal, and he goes down on the court as Loyer picks up the foul, and it will be Michigan State foul number 7 picked up, or foul number 8 now. They pick up in the first half, so that means that Maryland will go to the free throw line with Cowan and shoot in the 1-on-1 bonus. So 1-and-1 shooting here at the free throw line by Anthony Cowan, already perfect at the line tonight. 5 for 5, 11 points by Cowan. First shot, 1-and-1, gets it. That one's good. Largest lead tonight by the Terrapins here as they lead by 13. Second shot coming up at the free throw line by Maryland. The shot's up. This shot is good. Hits that one. They extend the lead to their largest tonight, up by 14. 3:40 left to go. Maryland 10 for 11 at the line. Michigan State with the basketball. They'll try again. Loyer, top of the key. With the ball dribbling now. Guarded by Cowan. Moves it over. Same place. Top of the key now to Henry. Henry with the basketball. Dribbles towards his right. Henry puts it back into the hands of Loyer. Moves it around the perimeter over to Kithier. Kithier left baseline. Deep 2. Takes the jumper. Hits the rim short, but we get a foul. Stops the clock with 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So 3:20 left to go. 3:20 left to go before halftime, and Michigan State will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 here with Thomas Kithier as they're down by 14. Welcome to the channel, Zanman. Thanks so much for stopping by. So 2 shots coming up. First shot. That one's up. That one's good. 36-23 the score. Second shot will come up in a moment. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by, Alex, from the DMV Sportsnet. And yeah, definitely, man, I'll check you out as well on Sportscaster. Best of luck to your stream as well, bud. Second shot. That one's up. That one's good by Michigan State. 11-point game with about 3 minutes left to go. Maryland with the basketball. They dribble. Cowan makes his move inside, working on Henry. Passes back over to the right wing perimeter. As we're under 3 left to go in this one before halftime. Maryland has it. Inside the key, moves it back to the left corner. That's a 3. They take it. It's up. It's good. Dante Scott drains down the triple. Maryland up now as they lead it by 15. Maryland with 5 3-point shots in this first half. Michigan State's only 1 for 8. Largest lead on the road this season for the Terrapins. Michigan State with the ball. Arns passes over to the top of the key. This is Aaron Henry. Bounce pass over to the right elbow now. Backing their way low post. Tillman swings it out. Left baseline to get into the hands now of that would be Kitty. Or low post puts it up and in for 2. 13-point game. Terrapins with the basketball. 2:20 left to go before halftime. They have it now at the right wing of the perimeter. Maryland with the ball. Moves it over top of the key. Hand off to Wiggins. Wiggins now makes his move. Inside low post, Aaron Wiggins takes the jumper. Turnaround, no good. Rebound by Michigan State by Kittier. Kittier moves it up to the court to Lawyer. Lawyer with the basketball. 2 minutes left remaining here. Michigan State has it. Foster Lawyer passes inside over to Tillman. Tillman, bounce pass. Back to, off Henry, back to Tillman. Takes the jumper, no good. Hit the front rim, rebound Maryland. Terrapins have it. 1:45 left to go. Maryland dribbles past the half-court logo. They have it now top of the key. Cowan bounce pass over to the right elbow. Back over to Cowan. Cowan top of the key. Still with the basketball here. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock right now. Cowan hands this one off. Ayala with the ball. Oh, he gets stripped right there. And that ball gets stolen away by Henry. Henry passes this one over to Lawyer. Lawyer shot fake. Tons of contact. And he's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 with 1:22 left to go. So right now we're just on a stoppage in time. Foster Lawyer, hard foul right there by Daryl Morcell, right underneath the basket. It was probably Iowa there. Alex is asking me the question, what team did UCLA not defeat in the title during their amazing run of 10 titles in 12 years? Probably Iowa there, man. 1:22 left remaining. If I had to take a guess. Foster Lawyer at the free throw line for Michigan State. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub. Let me know down in the chat below who you're rooting for as well in this game if you would like to let me as well. If you're a Michigan State fan or a Maryland fan. First shot, no good. Second one is up, and that one's through at the free throw line. 12-point game, 1:15 left to go before halftime. Maryland with the basketball, and they'll take a timeout. So timeout now on the court by the Terrapins. We'll get back in. They'll have the ball back on the inbound right after this timeout. We'll take a look now. Leading scores of this game so far. Taking a look at the Terps right now. 13 points by Anthony Cowan. He leads the team in scoring. 9 points by Eric Ayala. Michigan State, 10 points. The leader, Xavier Tillman. 9 points by Cassius Winston. It was Houston there. Oh, wow. So it was Houston there, Alex puts. For the team that UCLA didn't defeat in the title game. Let's see here, taking a look, scoreboard updates right now. Number 20 ranked Houston is actually down right now against SMU, 37-24, with the final 2 minutes left to go before halftime. How about Missouri? Missouri leading number 11 Auburn now, 36-27. Auburn just keeps on playing overtime games. Like they're on a pretty big win streak now. After they lost 2 in a row back in January, but Auburn, they've gone four separate times in overtime. Three games in overtime, 1 in double overtime, winning their winning streak that they've had going on. We're back to action. Maryland with the basketball. As they inbound it. They take the jumper. No good. It's off the mark. Michigan State gets the rebound, and we got a foul on the court. It's a Maryland foul. Maryland picks up foul number 8 of the first half, so that means Michigan State is in the bonus shooting free throws. Mason here rooting for Michigan State in this game. Actually, I'm not a fan of either of these two teams. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a fan of Rhode Island and Providence. From Massachusetts, live right down the road from the Rhode Island line. I have a good friend though that goes to Michigan State though. That went to high school with me back in Mass. I would go Michigan State in this game. So if I had to bet for this game, I would go Michigan State in this one. First shot, that one's up, that one's good. I really do like them at home. I'm shocked that they've been down like this so far. Down by 15, and they've cut it down to 10 right now. So 39-29 is the score. Final minute here before halftime. As Vaughn fell asleep. As we welcome back Vaughn here to the channel here as he fell asleep and he is back. Maryland's up by 10 to get the basketball. 45 seconds left to go before halftime. They have it top of the key with Cowan. Cowan dribbles towards his right, swings it back over to Ayala. Ayala in the key now. Floats it up. That shot off the backboard. No good. Rebound Michigan State. They have it 36 seconds remaining. Bounce pass. Over to Tillman. Spin move into lane. Puts up the jumper. It is good. That one's good. Puts it back to single digits. 39-31. Xavier Tillman with another score. Michigan State on a 7-zip run last 2.5 minutes. Maryland with the basketball. Could be the last possession here before halftime. Terrapins with it. 15 seconds left to go before halftime. They have it past the half-court logo now. It's Cowan. Cowan with the basketball. 9 seconds. Cowan, top of the key. Dribble drive. At the right elbow. Passes this one back. Top of the key with 3. They take a deep 3. Outside. No good off the mark. Rebound Tillman. As we go to halftime right now as the clock expires. 39-31 at halftime. And Michigan State really should be right there impressed by themselves at how they finished that half off on that run. 7-zip run to cap off the end of the first half. Getting in some momentum here at home to go back for the second half since we're at halftime right now. So Michigan State was down by 15 and they're able to come right back here. This Maryland team, by the way, they were up by 14 points. Almost blew those 14 points against Nebraska back on Tuesday night. Michigan State blew a 20-point lead against Illinois, able to survive barely by 1 point. I actually called that game 70-69. Indeed, Vaughn, I definitely do want March to come. March just can't come fast enough. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like, hit the sub. If anybody's new here, I call play-by-play of college basketball. The March Madness tournament, the NBA, on the channel on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Hasn't been a great shooting game by both of these teams at halftime. Maryland shooting the ball at 40%, Michigan State at 42%. But where Maryland's been able to have success in this game has come from two different ways. Number 1, free throws. Number 2, rebounds. Rebounds right now is 22-13 in favor of Maryland as they're +9 on the board, on the boards. Maryland's also right now shooting free throws. They're 10 for 11 at the free throw line. Hey, welcome in here, Landon. Thanks so much for stopping by here, bud. Who do I like better in this game? I basically have no preference who I like better. Here, this one. If I had a bet, though, on this game, I would go with Michigan State if I had a bet on this one. I do like them at home. I feel like the past 4 games have basically been a wake-up call for Michigan State. So, I think they're going to be tearing it up during, like, the end of this month into March. I feel like Michigan State will probably get hot. No, not only will they be back in the top 25, but I bet you that they'll be back in the top 15 during Selection Sunday. Name best or worst in the Big Ten. Of course, Alex is going to kill me if I don't say Iowa, but unfortunately, Iowa is not the best team right now in the Big Ten. Maryland right now is red hot with 7 straight, so it is Maryland right now the best in the Big Ten Conference. Illinois is dropping, though. I would rank Iowa higher than a lot of the teams. Illinois, Michigan. I would rank them higher than Rutgers, too. Penn State's the number 2, though. Penn State is the number 2 right now in the conference. Right now, we're just on break. Yeah, crazy games going on, Landon, here for college basketball. LSU lost. Yeah, so LSU lost to Alabama today. Alabama's one of those teams that went from being the bubble to out to tournament contention. Georgetown beat Butler today. Butler's falling down like a cliff. West Virginia falling down on a cliff either. The thing about Iowa is that it's basically all Luka Garza. It's going to have to be more Luka Garza. They're going to need somebody to step up here. Yep, so it is all Luka Garza, though. The supporting cast, though, needs to step up because C.J. Frederick, he's injured, no Jordan Bohannon, and the rest of the players average like less than 10 points per game for the rest of the players. Not Garza, not Bohannon, or not Frederick, who's named on that list. So that's the thing there. They need to get some players to step up if they want to make a deep run in March for Iowa here, but there's a lot of upsets today. Oklahoma State beat Texas Tech. Oklahoma State, by the way, I think they've won like three, let's see, if they won like 3 out of the last 4, I think, for Oklahoma State. Because when I called them a few weeks ago, they were at the very bottom. Yeah, they've won 3 out of the last 4. They lost at Baylor by 8 points. So that Oklahoma State team is getting much better, and I would watch out for them for next season. Oklahoma State, in my opinion, definitely will be back in the tournament next season. They got like a top 5 recruit coming to town, Cade Cunningham. If they're able to get him, Cade Cunningham's going to help them out a whole lot there, for sure. Yeah, Kentucky with a good, great second half today. Second half team there for Kentucky, able to get past Ole Miss today here, but I disagree with the analysts putting Kentucky as a 5 seed in some of the brackets. I disagree with that. They should definitely be a 4 seed for Kentucky, even though I know about the loss to Evansville, but still gotta count that was well early before at the very beginning of the season, and the loss to Evansville was when they actually had their head coach. Their head coach was there before he got fired. Yeah, not a whole lot of help right now, MTG, in this game from Michigan State right now, as we're just on break. The bench is just not coming in clutch so far in this game here. It's been basically Tillman and Winston. That is it. Nothing from Rocket Watts. He is in early foul trouble. Hey, no problem here, MTG. No problem, bud. But I know how you feel, bud. Rocket Watts is in foul trouble. Malik Hall is in foul trouble as well. 2 fouls for both of those players. It's just the loss to Evansville hurts them. Also the loss against Utah. That is a crusher there for Kentucky. The loss against Utah. Penn State looks good too. They just obliterated Northwestern today. So let's see our college basketball scoreboard. Guess what? Missouri leading number 11 Auburn at halftime, 45-32. SMU leading number 20 Houston at halftime, 39-28. Baylor beat West Virginia today. Rutgers beat Illinois. And Florida State beat Syracuse by 3. Kentucky over Ole Miss, 67-62. Penn State cruised over Northwestern, 77-61. And Georgetown got the upset over number 19 ranked Butler, who probably won't even be in the top 25 come Monday. Butler just keeps on falling down and down and down. 73-66 they lost to Georgetown, who just climbed right back in to the bubble field there. Inside the last 8 out, I believe, for Georgetown, with a good win today at Butler. So let's see here. Kentucky shot 2 for 22 from 3. Still got the win today. Yeah, Kentucky's not a great three-point shooting team. Everything just goes straight through Nick Richards inside the low post. That's the only way you can beat Kentucky, is you have to stop their low post scoring with Nick Richards. And also, they're deadly at the free throw line. Kentucky is so good at the free throw line. Yeah, South Carolina loss doesn't seem that bad, landing. Put 15-9 right now for South Carolina. I have no clue, how in the world South Carolina lost to Boston University and Stetson early back in non-conference play. In that game, I don't know about the one against Stetson. It was probably at home too, unless it was on a neutral court. But the loss against Boston University was at home. They lost against BU. Which, speaking of girlfriends, my girlfriend actually went to Boston University. Which, Jack, back in the chat here. Welcome back, Jack here. He puts out his girlfriend gets a kick out of my voice. We are Tennessee Hellbillies. Welcome back in, my man Jack here, brother. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. Am I streaming the Final Four? I do plan to do it, Vaughn. For some reason, it's over on TBS. So, I'll try to see if I can find a way. No, March Madness puts up streams for free. but I think it's like a 3-hour limit. So the only thing I can't do is I can't burn out the 3-hour preview before the Final Four games or so, because I actually don't get TBS over here. But I'll see if I can find something. I think the Yahoo Sports app would probably have it too, or so, to supply the games. A lot of those games go on the Yahoo Sports app also. Wisconsin just decimated Nebraska there today. Thanks so much for the update there, Alex. 81-64. Wisconsin's getting much, much better. Let's see here. Yep, I see that, Alex. Mascots best to worst. I'm thinking about it. Probably at the top, I would definitely have Iowa there, Alex. I actually went to high school. My team logo, Alex, was a Hawkeye. I played for the Falcons. I played for the Falcons growing up, but we took the Iowa logo for everything that they used. That was the logo for our sports team when I went to high school. So yeah, all three of those, Iowa, Michigan State, Maryland, they have great mascots. Not really big into Rutgers' mascot, though, for the Big Ten. Same as Purdue. Not really big into Purdue's mascot. Right now, we're just on break. Gonzaga playing as Pepperdine at Pepperdine on ESPN tonight. I think that's like 10 p.m. Eastern. So right now we're just at halftime here. Make sure, hit the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play if anybody's new here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel. Yeah, that's exactly what I think they should do, Vaughn. They should definitely put the championship game in the Final Four on CBS like every single year. They shouldn't rotate in between. I know they're on the Turner TV contract, but still, not everybody has access to TBS. Everyone has access over to CBS. It's an over-the-air antenna station, so everybody has access to their local market. That's only provided through like other like cable providers for like a DirecTV, a Dish Network. And if you can't get TBS and don't have it, like, what's the purpose of just buying one of those things? Like, why would you? Like, why would somebody want to do that just to do Final Four and National Championship? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate why they don't do that instead of putting it on Antenna TV. Because I have Antenna TV over at my house. And a lot of these games, like the ESPN stuff, ESPN posts like a bunch of their streams online for free, which is why I'm able to access them over here. But other channels like Fox Sports 1 doesn't do that. Fox Sports 1 doesn't. TNT doesn't. For the NBA stuff. Some of the stuff, I think it goes on the Yahoo Sports app, but if I'm really struggling and need that, I'll do that. But that takes looking at like a small iPad to get it right off. Yep, Daytona 500 tomorrow. Of course, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to break out my Davey Allison shirt that I got a couple months ago for the Daytona 500 tomorrow. Hey, welcome in here, Seth. Thanks so much for stopping by once again right now. Yeah, Missouri beating Auburn by 13. So that game is at halftime, 45-32. Awesome. So Landon's going to be doing that on Sportscaster for the Daytona 500. Good luck to your stream, man, over on Sportscaster. The first race of the season. Always a big one. Always a great time with a big one. I'll be away tomorrow watching the race, actually, with a good friend of mine. What is good, my man, Seth? And Tony here, my man, on the channel as well. Let's see. Alex with the rankings here of all the mascots. Quite the names. Welcome, Tiger Raven. Thanks so much for stopping by right now. Yeah, Clemson coming in, shocking Louisville. Man, it's that season. Clemson pulling off 2 upsets during conference play. And Louisville losing back-to-back games against Georgia Tech. I did not expect that, but did not expect them to lose against Clemson today. But they did that. But welcome back, Tiger Raven. Thanks so much for stopping by once again on the channel. Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Wow, that goes far right there with their mascots. Yep, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing there, Vaughn. Probably going to have to end up doing that. I have to see with him if he's going to be around that Saturday and the Monday. So Landon putting out a few notable drivers starting mid-pack. Denny Hamlin, who won it last year, starting at 21. Chase Elliott, 25, which Landon here, big Chase Elliott fan. I love Chase Elliott too. I love it when he races in that Hooters car. That's a great car. Hooters and Napa are the top two paint schemes in my opinion for Chase. I really like him. Same as Ryan Blaney. I like him too. Ryan Newman. I've been a big Ryan Newman fan throughout my life as well. He drove a sick car during New Hampshire. It was that orange. It's kind of like blended in like a cheesy orange, red orangish color there. It was awesome. It was the Oscar Mayer Wiener that he drove, sponsored by. It had the Wiener mobile over at Loudon. It was sponsored by Velveeta over on the side too. That was an awesome race car. I think he got like 6th place over at Loudon. He did great during that race. 29th for Clint Boyer. Ryan Blaney 27th, and Kyle Busch 28th. Yeah, indeed. Same here, Vegas Vic. So excited tomorrow. NASCAR is back. And Jeff Gordon will be on the booth. Nobody to replace DW now on the call, though. Nobody will be replacing DW, so it's just Mike Joy and Jeff Gordon. Yup, the Friar. Good throwback there to my man, Providence Friar. So Alex likes that mascot at number 15. Landon putting out Chase Elliott tomorrow. That would be sweet if Chase was able to get the victory. That would be awesome. We're going to get to the second half here in just a moment. So if anybody's new here on the channel, make sure to hit the like, hit the big red subscribe button as well down below. And if you really enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the notification bell. I call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness, all on the channel. Hey, welcome in, Mason. Thank you so much for stopping by here. Is Michigan State going to come back? If I had to bet on this game, I would go in Michigan State. They ended on a 7-0 run to end out that first half here. So do not count out Michigan State. Hey, what is good, my man? Chicago Plays back on the channel here from Sparty Sports. Welcome back in. Thanks so much, brother, for joining me once again today. And hopefully all is well for you as well. And hopefully everything with the streaming is all good for you also. So we'll get right back here. Second half, just a minute. Oh, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it's that Mean Girl's birthday, I believe, Vaughn. Oh, no. So here we have it. We're going to get back for the second half. Maryland will get the basketball to inbound it. They get the red uniforms, white lettering. They'll go left to right on the court to start second half. Michigan State, white uniforms, green lettering and numbers. They'll go from right to left. Maryland, with the basketball first, takes it past the half-court logo. They have it at the top of the key. Swings over to the right wing here to Smith. Jalen Smith has it. Bounce pass over to the top of the key. Maryland with it. Cowan with the basketball. Passes back over to Smith. Ball gets stolen away right there. Cassius Winston lays out for it. Puts it now into the hands of Ketier, and they dribble past the half-court logo back over to Winston. Winston at the edge of the Spartans logo, top of the key now. Winston, 19.5 left to go. Passes over right wing. Bounce pass. Over to the right baseline to Tillman. Tillman with the basketball. Passes back over to the right corner perimeter for Sparty. Sparty with the basketball. Dribbles now. Right elbow. Floats it up. Off the mark. No good. Rebound Maryland. Terrapins have it. Second possession of the game right now. They have it past half court. Top of the key from Maryland. Dribbles towards the left wing. Into the hands of Cowan. Dribble jive now. Reverse hand. Couldn't fall. Too high off the backboard. Rebound Michigan State. Winston. 2-on-1. Pass over to Henry. Jams it down right there by Aaron Henry for two. We got ourselves a ball game. 39-33 right now. Let's see here. Chicago plays. Can I look at your stream? Sure, man. Definitely, man. I'll take a look at that during a timeout and see if it looks good. For sure, man. I'll take a look at it. We going on a timeout right now? I think so. I think we're going to be going on a timeout right now. As Aaron Henry just tore it down right there off the slam dunk. So, Sparty getting right back into this game. 6-point ball game at the moment. If you guys are new, hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Let's see here. I'll take a look at that. I'll type it in right now for you and take a look at your channel. So right now we're just on commercial break, everybody. If anyone's new to the channel, feel free to be a part here. Hit the big red subscribe button down below. I call play-by-play for college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournaments. So yeah, taking a look at right now, Chicago plays. Looks good, brother. That is awesome with the whole layout there, man. With you and the TV screen. That is awesome, dude. So right now we're just on TV timeout in this game here. I'll update everyone with the leading scores of tonight's matchup. Let's see what we got right now. For Maryland, leading the way, Anthony Cowan, 13 points for the Terrapins, 9 by Eric Ayala. Now, interesting here, Jalen Smith, who is averaging a double-double, as he is averaging about 15 points per game, 10 rebounds per game as well for Jalen Smith this season. Only got himself 4.6 rebounds so far, as he's got in a little bit of foul trouble early on right now with 2 fouls in the first half. Michigan State, the leading scorer tonight. Xavier Tillman, 14.6 rebounds by Xavier Tillman. Cassius Winston with 9 points, but Rocket Watts with nothing. Same as Malik Hall so far for Sparty. Chase Elliott, good fast car there. So Landon thinks him and Denny Hamlin will be up there fast tomorrow. It would be great to see Chase lead some laps. That would be awesome if I could see that tomorrow. Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Yeah, I've never been a fan of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Classic Ricky though, just wrecking the leaders. Like when NASCAR goes into overtime, he just wrecks the pack, and then they go into overtime again. He's involved in another wreck as he's the one the instigator starts it. Classic Ricky Stenhouse Jr. there. Especially it was a couple years ago in the night race that he did that, and he won that race. It was the Daytona night race a few years back. Undefeated San Diego State, yeah, they got their toughest games left to go. They got Nevada to close out the season. I think Nevada's towards the top portion there of the Mountain West Conference, so toughest yet to come for sure for undefeated San Diego State. Kylie Lou might be fired the next few weeks, Vaughn putting out here. Well, that'll be good for you, Vaughn, because I know that you're not a big fan into Kylie Lou. Yeah, I heard about that, Landon, here. I did hear about that. So right now, we're going back in. Boise State, number 94. Yeah, I saw, like, a lot of those net rankings they had for. So Boise State, they got tomorrow. Then they got UNLV, Colorado State, and Nevada. So 3 of those teams top 100 as we're back to action. 39-33 is the score. 18:50 left to go in the second half. Terrapins basketball. Left wing perimeter for Maryland. They dribble now to the top of the key. Cowan push it over to the right wing to Scott. Scott back over to Cowan. Top of the key now. Maryland with it. 9-zip run by Michigan State in the last 4.5 minutes. A 3 taken off the mark. No good by Maryland as this ball gets rebounded by Michigan State. Spartans have it. Left corner with Rocket Watts. Swings it back over to the top here to Kithier. Hands it off. Henry back over to Winston. Winston moves it over back to Watts. Watts to the left wing perimeter. Watts moves it over top of the key here, back to Winston. Winston, 18-20 left to go, and we get a timeout. Stoppage in time on the court. It'll be a foul picked up. And the refs will say that, will it be offensive or defensive? It will be a defensive foul picked up by Maryland. So defensive foul picked up by Maryland. Michigan State will inbound it. They'll lob it over to the left wing into the hands of Tillman. Tillman hands it off to Winston. Winston at the free throw circle. Bounce pass over to Tillman. Back over to Winston. Winston at the right wing. Dribbles now. Takes the jumper. That's a deep 2. No good. Rolled around the rim. No good. And it went out. Rebound Maryland. Terrapins have it. Past half court. They have it at the right elbow into the hands of Cowan. Cowan moves it back over top of the key here over to Ayala now. Left wing perimeter. Maryland with the basketball. Eric Ayala. Bounce pass. Over to the right wing to Cowan. Cowan with the basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, let me know down below who you're rooting for in this game. If you're a Michigan State fan or a Maryland fan, let me know down in the chat below. Hit the like, hit the sub if anybody's new. Maryland, low post, puts up the shot. That one's up. That one's good. It counts for 2 right there by Jalen Smith. It's an 8-point game. 41-33 right now with 17.5 left to go. Maryland playing defense as Michigan State has the basketball. They dribble to the left elbow. Henry passes back over to Winston. Winston at the left wing. Dribbles now to the free throw circle. Makes his move inside. Floats it up. Left hand. He banks it home. Up and in off the backboard by Cassius for 2. 6-point game here, folks. 17 minutes left remaining as the Terrapins get the basketball. Cassius Winston with 11. Terrapins have it. Dribble past half court. Into the hands of Ayala. Swings it back out. Left wing over towards the top now with Smith. Passes over back over to Ayala. Moves it back out into the hands of Cowan. Cowan dribbles right elbow. Swings it back towards the top here to Morcell. Morcell moves it over to Ayala. Back over to Cowan to the right wing perimeter. Terrapins moving inside now with Smith. Back in his way. Working on Tillman. That'll be a foul picked up by Maryland. Turnover on the double dribble. Or actually, it's going to, turnover on the double dribble, so no foul. It was an offensive turnover there by Maryland at the double dribble. Low post by Jalen Smith, and Michigan State will get it right back. Sparty basketball. They trail now by 6. 41-35, 16.5 left to go. Michigan State has it. Top of the key, Rocket Watts moves it over to Winston. Winston here with the basketball. Makes his move to the top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass over to Tillman, but it gets taken away. Low post. Ball is on the ground. Who's going to pick it up? It's going to be a kicked ball violation. Kicked ball violation. I think it was kicked on the ground by Tillman. So this ball go back over to Maryland with 16:23 left to go. Yeah, that would definitely be a good thing there, Vaughn. If your mouth still hurts, see a dentist. If your mouth still hurts, just let it rest for a couple of days. It's probably like canker sores or something. And that goes away within probably 2 or 3 days or so. That usually goes away. 41-35 the score. 16:23 left to go. And Maryland gets the basketball. They have it top of the key. Handoff here to Cowan. Cowan with the ball. Moves it over to the right wing perimeter. As that is a 3 taken. It's off the mark. No good. Hits the front rim and it goes out of bounds. Michigan State will get back the basketball. 16 minutes left to go. If you're new, make sure to hit the like, hit the sub. As I call play-by-play of college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Michigan State will have it. Winston. Dribbles past half court. He has it at the right wing. Bounce pass inside to Tillman. Back in his way. Lost control of it, but we got a foul. Reaching by Maryland. Stops the clock with 15:55 left to go. Timeout on the court as well. So, looks like we'll go to a break here in the game right now on the TV timeout. We'll be back after these messages as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, if anyone's new, let me know down in the chat below who you're rooting for in this game. If you're Sparty here, if you're a fan of Michigan State for Go Green, let me know down in the chat. If you like the Terrapins here with a turtle, make sure to let me know down in the chat below. Terps or Sparty in this one here. 41-35. Maryland leads with 15 minutes, 55 seconds left to go. Since we're on the TV timeout, we'll go through a couple scores, what's going on throughout college basketball. In the American, SMU leading Houston 43-39 is the score at the moment. Missouri winning right now. They're beating Auburn 47-38. So that's the score in that game so far tonight. And other games going on in college basketball tonight. We had a couple wrap up. A lot of games actually wrap up here. Florida State getting past Syracuse 80-77 earlier today. Notable games wrapping up. Kansas beat Oklahoma by 17. Illinois in the Big Ten lost to Rutgers today. Rutgers perfect 17 at home as they improved to a 17 at home on their home court. 72-57 they beat Illinois. Hey, welcome in my man Alex. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Once again, right now we're just on a timeout. We'll get right back into this game in just a moment. Let's see what's going on so far. Maryland still out rebounding Michigan State now, +8 on the boards for the Terps, as they are leading the rebounding advantage 24-16. The thing in today's game has been the free throws. Maryland able to hit 10 for 11, 91% at the free throw line. Michigan State is 8 for 12. So free throws has been a big thing. Oh, that's great. You play fantasy there. That's great, Landon. So he plays fantasy for NASCAR. So Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin. That's great. Noah 17. Let's see, because I know there's a bunch of changes this season. It was Stenhouse last season, though. Yes, I do miss DW as well, Vaughn. He was awesome. Let's see. It's a rookie, I think. Trying to find that. Let's see what we got. Chris Buescher. Oh, wow. So it's not a rookie. It's Chris Buescher. Moves into the 17. Wow. Yeah, so it's Chris Buescher. Wow. So he gets a much better ride this season. That's awesome. And Stenhouse in his garage for Landon there to the 47. Hey, happy birthday, Tiger Raven. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for letting me know it's your birthday. So happy birthday out to Tiger Raven here, and I appreciate you joining me here on the stream. Awesome, man. So we're back to action. Michigan State with the basketball. They float up the shot, and the key, that one is up. That one is good for 2, and they draw, winning 4 right now. It's 41-37. If anybody's new, make sure hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Maryland has scored 2 points in the last 7.5 minutes. Terrapins with the basketball. They have it top of the key into the hands of Marcel. Swings it over to the right wing. Ayala, right baseline dribble. Puts up the shot, and it's blocked from behind as it goes out of bounds of the baseline. Last touched. The refs will say last touch by the Terrapins. Out of bounds as Maryland tried to save it. They couldn't get it, so Michigan State will get it back. 15-26 left to go. As Aaron Henry was the one who got the block. Cassius Winston hands it off here to Tillman. Left elbow, Tillman with the basketball. Tillman, bounce pass. Oh, he got the ball right back. The ball was tipped. Into the hands now of Winston. Winston has it top of the key. Dribbles towards his right. Bounce pass over to Tillman. Back outside now. And as that ball goes over to Malik Hall. Hall back over to the right elbow. Passes over right corner. 3 in the air. No good off the mark by Michigan State. Rebound Maryland. Terrapins have it. 14:55 left to go. Maryland with the ball past half court. Ayala swings it back over to the left wing. It's Cowan who will set it up. Passes. Low post Smith. He'll dribble right back outside. Jalen Smith passes over into the hands of Cowan. He'll set up the offense once again for the Terrapins. Smith, top of the key, guarded by Winston. 14.5 left to go. Moves it over right wing. Catch and shoot. A 3. Wiggins takes it no good off the mark, and the ball tipped in the key. Gets rebounded by Michigan State. Michigan State with the basketball. They have it top of the key. Watts with it now. With the right elbow. Takes the jumper. He is good. Rocket Watts hits it. It's a 2-point game. 41-39 with 14:15 left to go here in the second half. Let's see right back in the chat what we got. So, yeah, for sure, I do miss DW. Auburn, yes, Auburn is losing right now to Missouri. That is a bad loss if they do continue losing that game. Low post, Maryland puts up the shot. Jalen Smith gets it. He banks it up and in off the backboard. So, finally, Maryland with some points as they end that point snap that they had with a cold streak that they had from Maryland. They bake it up and in by Jalen Smith, and he got fouled from behind as well, so Smith will go to the free throw line. Landon will, of course, love that one if Auburn does lose after LSU lost today. Now, I mean, Kentucky is in sole position at first place if Auburn does get the L today. That shot, no good at the line. Rebounds by Michigan State. 14 minutes left to go. Michigan State trailing by 4. They take it past half court. Winston with the basketball right now. Takes, that's a 3-point shot. No good off the mark by Michigan State. They get the offensive rebound. Winston, pass over to Watts. Left corner, 3. Up in the air. He's got it. Rocket Watts, 1-point game as he nails down the triple. 43-42, 13:40 left to go. It's going to be great tomorrow for sure, man. It's going to be hopefully a great race here. 1 point game, 13.5 left remaining. Maryland. With the basketball, we got a foul. Rocket Watts picks up his third. Yeah, that's right. Alex was telling me that he goes to VCU. Wow, they got crushed today. Lost by 18 against Richmond. Wow, man. Richmond's a good team. Richmond should be in the tournament. They won at Rhode Island. That's a good team. And by the way, I'm a Rhode Island fan. They beat VCU twice, but that one hurts because VCU getting destroyed by Richmond today doesn't help out towards that quality of a victory, as VCU got crushed today. I'm shocked there. 43-42. Michigan State got the rebound. They have the basketball. Deep in the low post. Tillman passes it out. Bad decisions. Get stolen away. Picked off by Maryland. Maryland pass half court. Swings over to the right wing for the Terrapins. Marcel takes the jumper. It is up. It is good for two right there by Daryl Marcel. 3-point game. 45-42. 12:50 left to go. A two deep. From the left elbow, no good by Winston. Ball tipped around, offensive rebound. They put it up, no good by Tillman. Tillman tried to get it a third time, couldn't. Ball ripped away from him. Maryland gets the rebounds. Terrapins, right corner three, up in the air. Ooh, it's blocked. Out of bounds. Tillman, what a block right there, as he was guarding Jalen Smith on the three ball from the right corner. Stops the clock with 12:40 left to go. Now we have just a little break in the game at the moment. If anybody's new, feel free. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, as I call play-by-play. Inbound coming up by the Terrapins. They pass it over to the left corner. Open three. They take it. It's up. No good. Hits the back rim. Rebound by Michigan State. Xavier Tillman right now on the bench for Michigan State. Winston with the basketball at the left wing. Moves over to the right wing. That's a three. It is up. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound by Bingham. No. Joel's back outside. Henry moves it over to Winston. Winston with the basketball. They have it top of the key. Cassius Winston. Joel drive inside, and he double dribbles with it, and that's a turnover by Sparty. So double dribble by Cassius Winston. Ball go back to Maryland here in a 3-point ball game with 12:16 left to go. I definitely agree there, Vegas Vix. Auburn is beating teams barely, like in overtime. Like they've gone into overtime 3 times. 3 separate occasions in overtime. 1 double overtime game, too. Maryland with the basketball. They have it past half court. Now they have it at the left wing perimeter for the Terrapins. Wiggins moves it over to Cowan. Cowan top of the key. Bounce pass to the right wing to Marcel. Marcel. Joel drive. Inside. Spin move in the key. Oh, with a block right there by Bingham, but we got a foul picked up. I'll stop the clock with 11:59 left to go. It's a 3-point game. It ain't over yet on Sparty here in their house. It's going to be a good one, especially for the second half. And we've got one so far here, so we're almost halfway through the second half at the moment. That was actually a Daryl Marcel turnover, they called. So that was a turnover by Daryl Marcel. So it'll be back to Michigan State with the basketball right after we have our TV timeout. So right now we're on break right now. So we'll get back in a couple minutes. Let's see, big names, mid-pack. Yep, Landon putting out Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer, Ryan Blaney should move up quick for sure. I bet you in tomorrow's race. Allergy season is here for Vaughn in a month. Stay safe, man. Hopefully nothing happens as far as the allergy season, but it usually strikes like every single year. It's usually around the springtime for us or so. Jack can't help himself. He's 66, but he's in for Jimmy Johnson there. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson was one of the first racers that I ever grew up watching his entire career from start to finish. Because I was born in 95, and I remember Jimmy Johnson, once he started out, he's like one of the first drivers that I remember starting out from basically start to like to his last season, which is this season. This is it. The farewell for Jimmy Johnson is this season. So, yeah, definitely Vegas Vix. If Auburn keeps on playing like this, they're not going to make it much further in the tournament. Same as West Virginia, same as Butler. I'm not too high in those teams either. I can definitely see if Vermont is matched up against West Virginia, I can see Vermont topping off West Virginia and beating them. Awesome. So Landon's going to do Gonzaga versus Pepperdine tonight. Yeah, Missouri up by 9. Thanks so much for the update, Landon. So they're winning against Auburn right now by 9 points. But remember that game against Ole Miss. Auburn playing so many close games, but they were able to come from behind and beat Ole Miss in overtime. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, as I call play-by-play of basketball. I'm Behind New York Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play for college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament. Hey, let me know down in the chat below. If anybody is new, feel free to let me know who you're rooting for in this game. If you're a Michigan State fan, if you're a Maryland fan, let me know down in the chat below. Welcome to the channel, Dario Rocha. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. He puts out great commentating. Thank you so much, my man. Welcome to the channel. Next stream here that I do plan to do, I'll be off tomorrow, by the way. I'll be watching the Daytona 500, by the way, tomorrow. Next stream, Kansas versus Iowa State, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Monday. I believe I'll have a couple of games on Tuesday, same as Wednesday for you guys as well. No NBA on Wednesday, since they'll still be on the All-Star break. The next NBA stream will be next Friday. Yes, so that is true there. So if Auburn loses, that means Kentucky in sole possession of first place in the SEC. Since LSU lost today, LSU will be out of the top 25. Bill O'Neill winning the PBA Player Championship for bowling. Thanks so much for the update there, Vaughn. Not a big bowling fan myself, but I know Vaughn enjoyed watching the bowling that went on throughout today. So 12 minutes left to go. Maryland up by 3. And Michigan State will get the basketball right back, with 12 minutes left remaining. Maryland has gone cold here in the second half. Let's see. Scoreboard updates. SMU leading number 20 ranked Houston 47-43. Kentucky is on Tuesday. Yep, that's going to be a massive matchup. That's the one. I'll be calling that game, by the way, on Tuesday. So Kentucky, LSU, that is indeed, I think that's the late one. The 9 p.m. There's a 7 p.m. game as well. I think that's Purdue against Wisconsin. It's a game. There's a couple of games on Wednesday also. Louisville against Syracuse. I think that's the 7. Duke against NC State is the 9. We're back to action. Michigan State basketball. Winston, dribble drive, right hand, puts up the layup. No good, but they punch it home with a jam right there in the putback by Michigan State. It's a 1-point game. 45-44 with 1:40 left to go. The putback was made by Marcus Bingham. Maryland has it. Top of the key, Cowan. Swings it over to the left wing. Now they dribble to the top of the key. Dribbling towards their right. Making their move inside. Jumper. That one's up. That one is good. Falls down by Aaron Wiggins for 2. It's a 3-point game with 11.5 left to go. Wiggins with 7. Michigan State has it. Past the half-court logo, Winston. Winston with the basketball at the top of the key. Makes his move, dribbles to the right elbow. Swings it back to the left corner. That's a 3. Taken. Watts, though. No good off the mark. Rebound, Maryland. Terrapins have it. 11 minutes remaining. 3-point lead by the Terps. They take it past the half-court logo. Cowan hands this one off now to Morcell. Morcell back over to Cowan. Cowan here, back over to Wiggins. Back to the top of the key into the hands of Scott. Scott dribbling, low post. Working on Marcus Bingham, and he went for the hook, and Bingham blocked it. Michigan State with the basketball. Spartans take it past the half-court logo. Winston with the ball now. 4 blocks tonight by Michigan State. 10:40 left to go. They have it at the top of the key. Winston dribbles now. Free throw cycle. Makes his move. Right baseline. I'll dribble back outside to the right wing. Winston moves it over to Watts. Watts now around the perimeter. Swings it back out to Henry. Henry. Left wing. 3 in the air. It is good. Aaron Henry puts it down, and it's going to be a 2. His foot was on the line. Almost a 3-point shot, but the refs say it's a 2. Aaron Henry, deep 2 right there. 47-46 to score. If you guys are new, hit the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play. Terrapins basketball. They have it past the half-court logo. Maryland at the top of the key. Cowan swings it over to the left wing here to Wiggins. Wiggins with the basketball back over to Cowan. Cowan, top of the key as he is guarded. Swings that one over to the left wing. Maryland, spin move. Wiggins into the lane here. Low post guarded by Winston. Passes back out to Cowan. No time on the shot clock. Puts it up, and that one just hits the rim in time, and it gets rebounded by Michigan State, but we got a foul. Foul on the clock with 9:48 left to go. And that will be a Maryland foul. So Maryland foul here. Be foul number 4 by Maryland in the second half. I appreciate here, Jack, my man, putting out, dude, you're as good as Bob Kessler, the voice of the Vols. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And we don't really call these teams on a regular basis. This is only like the third or fourth time this season I've called Michigan State. It's not like I call this team like 30 times like a year or so. Like I think I called Kentucky the most this season. I think I called Kentucky around like 7 or 8 times so far this season. I think this is my third or fourth with Michigan State. Second with Maryland. I called them about a month ago against Ohio State. Jumper, that one at the free throw circle. No good by Michigan State. Tipped up in the air as we get a foul once again on the clock. Stops the time with 9:28 left to go. Yeah, if you guys are new, hit the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play basketball. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. What happens if somebody calls the school that a teacher kicked the student in the back during, what does that school do? Well, that teacher definitely will get fired there, Vaughn. That teacher has no place to belong in the school district. 1-point game, 9:10 left to go. Maryland takes a 3. It is up, no good off the right wing perimeter. Hits the back iron, missed by Ayala. Rebound, Michigan State. Spartans have it. Winston with the basketball dribbles. Takes a 3. This one is up. No good. It was close, though. He was left wide open. Rebound by Maryland off the miss. Terrapins have it. Moves it. Inside low post. Shot fake. Smith puts it up with a contact. He gets to the fall. Jalen Smith will also go down to the free throw line and shoot the and one. 49-46 the score with 8:54 left to go. Vegas Vix predicting a buzzer beater. He predicted it correctly a week ago. Duke against UNC. We'll see what happens in this one. Make sure, if anybody's new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button down below. I call college basketball games, NBA games, and the March Madness tournament on the channel. And also, if anybody's new, feel free to let me know down in the chat below who you're rooting for in this game. If you're a Terrapins fan, if you're a Green Sparty fan here, let me know down in the chat below. Shot here at the line. Jalen Smith, no good. Rattled out. Maryland has not missed many free throws. Gets rebound by Michigan State. 3-point game. Winston past the half-court logo with 8:45 left to go. Bounce pass. Tillman, low post, burst of speed, puts it up and in. Off the backboard, it's a 1-point game. Xavier Tillman banks it home. He's got 16 alongside 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. He's got 10 double-doubles this season. Indeed right now, MTG. What a game. What a game here. Maryland takes a 3. Smith, he has got it. Jalen Smith, the big fella, puts it up, and they're going to say actually it's a deep 2. His foot was on the 3-point line, so they count it as a 2. 51-48. That's the second time that Maryland has hit a deep 2. Stepping behind the arc, but their foot was on the line. Michigan State. Winston passing over. Oh, nice lob low post, but Kittier kicks it back outside. That's a corner 3. They got it. Got it. A fall by Sparty. It's tied up. 8 minutes left to go. 51-51 right now. It's the fans and the whiteout in East Lansing. Love this one. Maryland with the basketball. They dribble past the half-court logo. If you guys are new, hit the like, hit the sub here. Maryland, right wing perimeter. Handoff into the hands of Cowan. Cowan with the basketball. Dribbles to the top of the key for the Terps. Cowan, 11 on the shot clock. 7:45 left to go. Cowan swings over left wing. Morcell with the basketball. Left baseline. Floater, no good. Air ball. Rebound, Tillman. Michigan State gets the basketball. Pass half court. Winston, top of the key. Takes a 3. It is up. Oh, money. Boom, boom. Cassius Winston. Draining down the triple, and Michigan State with the first lead since the score was 5-3. Largest deficit, trailing by 15. If you're Maryland now, you gotta take a timeout. This clock just keeps on rolling though. 7:10 left to go. Terrapins still gonna play here with the basketball. Swings it back out to the right wing. Mark Turgeon, you gotta take a timeout like immediately here. They're getting on a hot run, but they go low post. Jalen Smith floats it up and in for 2. What a game. 1-point game right now. Under 7 left remaining. Sparty basketball. Michigan State with the ball, Cassius Winston. If anybody's new, hit the like, hit the sub here. What a game. Swings over left wing. Watts back over to Winston. Moves it around to the right wing perimeter. Arns. Bounce pass. Right baseline over to Tillman. Ooh! He gets blocked from behind, but Maryland picks up the blocking foul. And Xavier Tillman will go to the free throw line right after these messages as we go on. A TV timeout on the break in this game. We get ourselves a good one. What a game. Vegas Vix putting out a buzzer beater here. That would be insane if we do get one. We'll see. He has predicted it before, though. He predicted a couple of interceptions this season over in the football channel as well. He has Predicted it before the buzzer beater last week. Duke and UNC. He was absolutely correct with that a week ago. We'll see if we have another one in the tank here tonight. Indeed. Michigan State right now on fire for sure. MTG, 3D Super right now. And Antona as well, liking the Spartans in this one. Enver here, going for Michigan State as well. So right now we're just on break. Get right back into this game in just a moment. Let's see here. I'll take a look at Tillman's numbers to see if he's a good free throw shooter. He is perfect 2 for 2 today. So Tillman is a perfect 2 for 2 today. Let's see what he's got throughout the season though. Oh, he was better last year. His numbers dipped a little bit though. It's about 66% for Tillman. So it's about 66% this season, so it's not like as great or so. Yeah, MTG putting out here about the XFL and stuff like that, how I should do that. I wish, man. It's just the basketball stuff is I really want to do like the basketball stuff. Now since this is where we're monetized and we only have like 200 and something subscribers over on the XFL games right now. So I'm more focusing on the basketball channel throughout this type of season. But right now we're just on break. Michigan State's numbers have boosted up. They shot the basketball 39% in the first half. Those numbers have boosted up now in this one from the floor in the second half, as Michigan State has boosted up that 39 now to a total of 44%. Yeah, it's just because I'm monetized over on here, so I want to keep on building this channel. So in the monetized views comes from everybody like replaying the video, whereas like a lot of like the professional sports videos, like the NFL stuff, barely had any replays over on my channel. Same as the NBA stuff. Like basically all my play-by-play replays come from college, basically, and I get all that money from the Google AdSense account. So right now we're on break. Leading score for the Terrapins, 14 points by Jalen Smith, 13 points by Anthony Cowan. Leading scorers tonight for Michigan State, 16 by Xavier Tillman with a double-double. 11 double-doubles this season for Xavier Tillman now. 16 points, 10 rebounds. Cassius Winston, 14 points. Just drained down a lethal three-point shot a couple minutes to go right before break. So we're going to get back to action. 6:38 left to go. If you guys are new, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub here. I call play-by-play of college basketball, NBA, and the March Madness tournament on the channel. Oh, that is awesome. 1 million followers on Twitter there for Cardell. That's great when you have that big of like a fan base. Chicago Plays back in the chat, my man. You're doing awesome stuff on your stream. Thanks so much for stopping by, brother. The layout looks really good too. I like the layout there with the TV screen with your webcam and the screen. So Michigan State at the free throw line, shooting free throws right now at the line with Aaron Henry. Or no, Xavier Tillman. Xavier Tillman 23, not 11. First shot's good by Tillman at the line. It's a 2-point game, 55-53. So he is 3 for 3 right now. Cassius Winston for sure is on fire. 14 points, has drained down a pair of triples in tonight's action. Shot number 2, Henry. He's got him. Perfect 4 for 4 right now at the line. 3-point lead. Michigan State with a 3-point lead. Maryland basketball with 6.5 left to go. They dribble past the half-court logo. Top of the key into the hands of Cowan. Cowan at the right wing perimeter. Now over to Ayala. Swings it back out to the left wing here to Scott. Dante Scott. Hands it off. Maryland with the basketball top of the key. Dribble drive. Inside Maryland. Passes back out. Left wing 3 up in the air. No good. Rattled out. Smith tried to go up for the rebound, but Tillman, the taller player in better position, gets the board for Michigan State. 6:10 left to go. Sparty basketball. Winston dribbles. Right elbow. Passes back out to Tillman. Moves it to Watts. Watts. A 3. Corner. Air ball. No good right there. As it swooped just wide of the rim. Rebound by the Terps. Maryland has it. Under 6 left to go. They have it top of the key into the hands of Cowan. Cowan with the basketball. 5:50 remaining. Puts it now over to Ayala. Ayala with the ball. If you guys are new, hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Ayala guarded by Cassius Winston at the left wing. Ayala moves it over now. Top of the key to the left wing, a three. Taking Maryland off the mark. They are cold right now with their three-point shots. Rebound Michigan State. Spartans will slow down tempo. Exactly what Cassius Winston wants to do. Pass the ball, get clean-looking shots. And he'll do that right now. Dribbles to the right wing. Winston with the basketball. Oh, he tried to take a three. It got partially blocked, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, though. Actually, I don't even think it was partially blocked. He actually tried to pass it in there. He just tried to pass it in there. The ball went out of bounds. It looked like he was going for the jumper. Instead, he went for, like, the jump pass. And the low post, it just went out of bounds underneath the hoop. Hey, welcome to the channel. Thanks so much, Faisal, for stopping by once again here. Yeah, that is right. Just how, like, Tim Tebow made the spring training roster for the Mets last year. So we're back to action. 3-point game. Maryland with 5:10 left to go with the basketball. Passing over to the left wing. That's a three. It is up. No good. Off the mark by Wiggins. Rebound, Michigan State. If you guys are new to the channel, let me know who you're rooting for, Michigan State or Maryland in this game. Maryland's numbers have dropped down from 44% to now 37%. Michigan State's went from first half being 39 and now 44 total. Kithier with the basketball at the right elbow with it for Sparty. Sparty passes back outside here to Cassius Winston. Winston over to Tillman. Tillman at the top of the free throw circle. Flings it over to the right corner. Michigan State inside. Oh, nice feed. Kithier gets it, banks it up and in off the backboard, and Michigan State leads by 5. 4.5 left to go. 58-53. Yes, Penn State is red hot right now, Vegas Vix. They look great. For a team that has just never in recent memory been a good basketball team in recent memory. Penn State looks great this year. They're led by Lamar Stevens, who I believe he's a senior. So that team is basically a lot of upperclassmen there this season for Michigan State. So right now we're just on break. 5-point Sparty lead. Timeout on the court with 4:26 left to go as Mark Turgeon takes a timeout for the Terrapins. Let's see here. Vaughn gonna talk to somebody to call the school for Kylie Liu that she could be fired because she abuses students. I wouldn't go that far, Vaughn. Do not go that far. That's in the sole discretion of the school district. That's not any of your likings to have somebody call the school about that. Hey, welcome to the channel, Izzy G. Thanks so much for stopping by, Izzy G. I appreciate it for finding my channel. Ryan's hyped here. Baseball season. Drafting in 3 Red Sox players. Chris Sale, Rafael Devers, and also Christian Vasquez. Awesome, man. So you already got the fantasy team for baseball this early. Wow. Baseball just keeps on starting earlier and earlier basically every season. I think it's around like, it's like March 26th or so, I feel like it starts for MLB this season, around that time. Am I doing any baseball stuff? It's basically, no baseball stuff here. It's basically, basketball and the football stuff, but the basketball channel is my focus here because it's basically, now the only one monetized on YouTube that I have. The football one only has 200 subs. That one I started much later than the basketball. Welcome to the channel, Porky's. Thanks so much for stopping by here, finding my channel. He's a Michigan fan, Porky's is, so hoping for Maryland in this one. Yeah, we have a couple Maryland people out there. Good amount of Michigan State, though, in the chat for today's game so far. Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Hit the like, hit the big red subscribe button down below as well. I call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel. Next stream I do plan to do will be Monday. I'll be off tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be watching the Daytona 500. My good friend John from Off the Wall Hockey. So next stream I do plan to do Iowa State versus Kansas on Monday. The games get better throughout Tuesday and Wednesday. I plan to do a couple games for you guys on Tuesday and Wednesday. Penn State, Illinois. That is going to be a good game there. Illinois is dropping, though, Vegas Fix. Illinois, in my opinion, is in danger right now to miss out on the tournament. I'm not sure if Ayo Dosunmu played today, but Ayo Dosunmu, I didn't realize it until after the game finished off that Ayo Dosunmu was the one who injured himself. He was the one who slipped on the court, and as his knees buckled, he fell on the court, and he injured himself in the last play against Michigan State trying to drive to the basket with like 2-3 seconds left to go there. So that's how Michigan State was able to win the game back on Tuesday against Illinois. But that's a killer there. They need Ayo Dosunmu if they want to make a run at the tournament. Right now, I would have Illinois as a 7 seed for them to take on Rhode Island in the first round to be a 10 seed. But they really need to get back Ayo Dosunmu if they're going to be in the tournament, because their seed just dropped today with that loss, actually. That was yesterday's seed, by the way. I had them as a 7. West Virginia's dropping. Butler is dropping. LSU just dropped into the top 25 with a loss today. I'm curious about that Auburn game. Let's take a look at that Auburn game against Missouri. Oh, Missouri pouring it on. Missouri leading 66-52. But I feel like Illinois is collapsing right now. They've lost 4 straight games in a row. He did not play today. Thanks so much for the update there, Chicago plays. Yeah, a lot of these teams are dropping. I would say Illinois might miss the tournament. Wichita State is in danger of missing the tournament too. They're going to be replaced by other teams that are able to win out throughout the remainder of the schedule. We're back to action. 4:30 left to go, Maryland basketball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Cincinnati definitely in danger of missing the tournament. Same as VCU with a loss today. They could be very well replaced by Richmond, who beat them today. Lobs it over to the right elbow into the hands of Smith. Passes back here. Over to Cowan. Cowan swings it back out. Left wing 3. It's up. Maryland misses. Hits the back iron. Rebound by Watts of Michigan State. 4 minutes left to go. If you guys are new, hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Michigan State with the basketball. Winston has it up by 5. Top of the key. Cassius Winston dribbles to his right. Swings it back out to Tillman. Tillman back over to Winston. Takes a 3. Right wing. It's up. No good. Hits the front rim. They tip it back out, though. Offensive rebound. Watts with the basketball. Top of the key here. 3:40 left to go. Rocket Watts puts it into the hands of Winston. Slowing down tempo. 13 on the shot clock. 3.5 left remaining. Winston with the ball at the left wing perimeter. 6 on the shot clock. Passing over to the right wing. Watts with the ball now. Dribbles right baseline as he's going to force one. Tons of contact. Able to get it. Puts it up and then banks it home off the backboard. It's good for 2. It's a 7-point Sparty lead. 12-2 run. Over 5 minutes on that drive. Maryland with the ball. Top of the key. Into the hands of Scott. Scott moves over to Morcell, back outside. They take a 3. They got it. That is a good 3-point shot to get right back in this game for the Terrapins. 60-56. It's a 4-point game with 3 minutes remaining. Jalen Smith, the big fella, hits it. He's got 17. Spartans with the ball. Winston dribbles past the half-court logo. If anybody's new here on the channel, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Let me know as well who you're rooting for if anybody's new here on the channel. That's a 3 open. Tillman misses. Wide open left at the top of the key. Rebound Maryland. Terrapins with the basketball. Indeed, Dayton right now. Dayton, in my opinion, is the one to cut down the nets right now in the March Madness tournament to win the championship as well. So I'm with you there, Ryan. Dayton putting out, he is so high in Dayton, 23-2. Left corner 3 up in the air. Maryland hits it. It's a 1-point game, 60-59. Anthony Cowan with 16. Michigan State with the basketball. Joel's past half court. Winston, and we get a foul on the clock. Following the play right here, stops the clock, 2:10. 2:10 left to go. Dayton indeed is dangerous. They could win it all, in my opinion. So it looks like we have a timeout here on the clock. We'll get back to action once after this break. Landon ready for Kentucky to play Tuesday. Yep, big game. Kentucky at LSU on Tuesday. Vaughn's going to download March Madness app. Yes, I will definitely be downloading that as well. So he could watch it at school. Awesome, man. Always a great time there. 60-59. 2:10 left to go. Vegas Vix earlier in this game, I predicted a buzzer beater. We'll see if that becomes true during this matchup tonight. Let's take a look right now. Leading scores in action here in a great game. Jalen Smith leading the way for the Terrapins with 17. Anthony Cowan with 16. Michigan State leading score 18 by Xavier Tillman, 14 by Cassius Winston, alongside 5 assists. Tillman with a double-double, 18 points, 11 rebounds. If anybody's new here on the channel, feel free, hit that like, hit that big thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button also, and ring the notification bell if you really enjoy what I do as well. 1-point game. Michigan State with the basketball. They have it with Rocket Watts. Puts it back out to Kithier. Kithier moves it over to Watts once again. Almost lost it, but there's a foul. Foul from behind on Maryland. Stops the clock with 2:01. That's classic there. MTG putting out last year in class. The students asked to go to the bathroom to check the scores. That is classic school for you. Classic school during the March Madness tournament. 2 minutes left to go. Michigan State has it. Watts. Ooh, the ball almost poked out of bounds. Gets it back to Winston in time, though. Winston dribbles inside at the free throw circle. Bounce pass. Low post to Kittier. Kittier back in his way. Oh, nice pass and feed right there. Couldn't finish, though, with Rocket Watson. Jalen Smith comes up with a rebound from Maryland. 1:40 left to go. 1-point game. Maryland with the basketball past half court. Cowan with the ball right now. Hey, welcome in, Darnell. Thanks so much for stopping by here once again, bud. 1-point game, top of the key. Ayala swings it over to the left wing. Over now to Cowan. Cowan with the basketball back to the right wing. Wiggins splits the double team. Back outside. That's a 3. Deep. Oh, he got it. Anthony Cowan with a huge triple right there from behind the arc, and Maryland leads by 2. What a game, folks. 9-zip run by the Terrapins. Timeout called by Tom Izzo with 1:10 left to go. Make sure, a great one tonight. Hit the like, hit the big red subscribe button as well. I call play-by-play of basketball here, college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel. What a game. $1:10 left remaining. Michigan State will get the basketball after this timeout. Next stream, feel free to join me back here. I'll be back on Monday night, Kansas versus Iowa State for the next game. And then I do plan to do a couple streams for you guys over on Tuesday and Wednesday. 1:10 left remaining. And indeed, a great one tonight here. Well, take a look. I'm interested to see if there's anybody in foul trouble for these two teams since we're on break. Darryl Marcel, he's basically the only one in foul trouble besides Ricky Lindo Jr. picked up 3 quick fouls in this game from Maryland. But Darryl Marcel has got 3 as well. Leading scorer is Cowan for the Terrapins with 19. 17 by Jalen Smith tonight. For Michigan State, foul trouble is 3 fouls by Rocket Watts, 3 by Malik Hall right now. The rest is either 2 or less. The leading score goes to Xavier Tillman with 18 and 11 rebounds. His 11th double-double this season. Cassius Winston, 14 points, 5 assists. So, 1:10 left to go. 2-point Terrapins lead off the 3-point shot just a moment ago from the left wing perimeter before the timeout by Anthony Cowan. He is the leading scorer as he is averaging about 16 per game this season. That is ranking top 5 in the Big Ten. Michigan State will get it back. 1:10 left to go. Let me know down in the chat below who you're rooting for in this game as well. MTG, of course, huge MSU fan, putting out cannot choke this one. We'll see if Vegas Vix's prediction comes true with the buzzer beater. Let's see here. Faisal putting out hopes that Michigan State can get to the Final Four. His friends are losing faith though. Don't count them out, man. Don't count out this team. I bet you they're gonna get red hot. Not only will they be ranked in the top 25, I bet you they'll find their way somehow inside the top 15 around Selection Sunday. Michigan State has it. We're back to action. 58 seconds left to go. Winston, top of the key, involved in the close one on Tuesday against Illinois. Over to Tillman. Tillman with a hook. No good off the back iron. Jalen Smith comes up with the rebounds. Welcome to the channel, Tedrick. Thanks so much for stopping by here, as he is a Sparty fan as well. Maryland has it. So we get an 18-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Game clock down to 36. Shot clock down to 18 here. Now they have it down to 10. Maryland with the basketball. Dribbling at the left wing perimeter with the one who just stuck in the dagger. He'll try for another 3. Top of the key. Oh, he gets it again. Killer from Michigan State. Anthony Cowan. Back-to-back triples as he nails that one down. 65-60. Michigan State with the basketball. 14 seconds. This is taking way too long. Back out of Winston. Deep 3. It's up. No good. Back iron. Rebounded here by Maryland. And a foul by Michigan State with 7 seconds left to go. Dagger threes. Back-to-back, before the timeout and right after in the next possession by Anthony Cowan. And that could most likely seal the deal on this one with a final 7 seconds and a 5-point Maryland lead. Anthony Cowan, 22 tonight, 5 for 9 from behind the arc. What a game by Cowan. It's so... Michigan State has another foul to give. They've only fouled 6 times. Maryland will inbound, and finally they commit the foul with 6.5 in the clock. Welcome to the broadcast. Claire Johnson, thanks so much for stopping by here. Yep, doesn't look likely for a buzzer beater at all. Maryland's been great at the free throw line tonight as well. They have been great at the free throw line, so This looking rough right now for Michigan State. 10 for 13 at the moment, the free throw line tonight. First shot coming up by the Terrapins. This one's up. This one is good. Hits that one. It's a 6-point Maryland lead. Welcome to the broadcast here, Tyler. Thanks so much for stopping by. Cowan with some clutch shots within the past few minutes. This team got really cold at the beginning of the second half. Cowan with 23. He's a perfect 8 for 8. Now make it 9 for 9 at the free throw line. It's a 7-point game. 6 seconds. They're not going to foul. Winston dribbles past half court. Winston left wing. He's just going to hold on to the basketball, and that game's going to be final. It's a sad ending for Michigan State. They had it. They had it in Maryland just like that. Gets the W, and it's a dagger of performance tonight here with some crucial 3-point shots just coming in clutch. Anthony Cowan with a victory here for Maryland as they get it 67-60. I am shocked. I am Michigan State, by the way, if I had to predict for this game. So I am shocked for this one as this one has gone final 67-60, and this Maryland team looks good. Good road victory for them today. Thank you all so much for being a part here on the channel, by the way. I appreciate it. If anybody enjoys what I do, feel free, hit the like before I sign off tonight. Hit the big red subscribe button down below. Also, feel free to hit the notification bell as well to be notified when I go live next. That's, I call play-by-play of all different college basketball teams here on the broadcast for, college, the March Madness tournament, and the NBA. So thank you all so much for finding my broadcast here tonight on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Before I sign off, next stream I do plan doing is number 3 ranked Kansas taking on Iowa State on Monday. I will not be covering North Carolina versus Notre Dame. That's the ESPN game, but Notre Dame got obliterated today by Duke, and UNC is at the very, very bottom of the ACC this season. But Vegas Vic, so he predicted Maryland to win today. So Maryland did get it, and this team, of course, dangerous when it comes to tournament time. Anthony Cowan, 24 points. Jalen Smith finished off at the very end with a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, and indeed, oh, that's awesome. Chicken wings tomorrow for Vegas Vic for the Daytona 500. I'll be watching that as well. Should be a great time for the Daytona 500 as I'll be joined by my best bud, John from Off the Wall Hockey as well, watching that one. Xavier Tillman finishes up for 18 points, 11 rebounds. Cassius Winston, still things are looking off this season. Cassius Winston only finished with 14, so he's below his average on the year. That he's averaging going into this game about like 18 points per game for Cassius Winston, so he was below that, and he finishes off with 14. That's a wrap here. Thank you so much for watching, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody, and thanks so much for watching.